right? So if you out in the Greensboro area, come out, do the work, fellowship, up the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So you out.
On side, man. So, you know, we out here to do the work, man. You know what I mean? And wake our people up, man. Like, you know, the Lord, you know what I'm saying, bid us to come out here and wake up the lost sheep, right? So we jump out with Matthew 10 and start at verse 1, kid.
Matthew chapter 10 and verse 1. And when he had called unto him his 12 disciples.
His what?
His 12 disciples.
Right. So Yahweh shall call unto him his 12 disciples, man. Right, read?
He gave them power against unclean spirits to cast them out.
To what?
To cast them out.
Cast out all these demons, man, and unclean spirits, man. That's filled up all people, man. That's having all people going off. You know what I mean? Read.
And to heal all manners of sickness.
Unto what?
And to heal all manners of sickness.
Heal all manner of sickness, man. You know what I'm saying? Read.
And all manner of disease.
Keep on.
Now the names of the 12 apostles are these. The first, Simon, who was called Peter, and Andrew his brother.
Right.
James the son of Zebedee, and John his brother, Philip, and Bartholomew, Thomas, and Matthew, publican, James the son of Alphaeus,
right,
and Lebbeus, whose surname was Thaddeus, Simon the Canaanite, and Judas Iscariot also betrayed him.
Right.
These 12 Yahweh sent forth and commanded them, saying, Go not into the way of the Gentiles.
What the Lord say?
Go not into the way of the Gentiles.
Hey, the Lord bid them to not children's bread to these dogs, man. Right? Read.
And enter any city of the Samaritans.
At the time, because the northern kingdom was dwelling in Samaria at the time, right? And they was going off heavy, man, in idolatry, man. You know what I'm saying? And the Jews was the one that literally was keeping the laws before they went off, right? So Yahweh Shah came to the Jews first because he's a Jew from the tribe of Judah, right? So he bid these disciples, man, don't go in the way of the Samaritans, right? Or to the Gentiles, man, right? But what?
Enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
To the what?
To the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
To the lost sheep, to the house of Israel. And what, read?
And as ye go, preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand.
The what?
The kingdom of heaven is at hand.
And as you can see right now in the last days, man, prophecies is flying by like, hey, the Most High had prophecies just flying by, man, like crazy right now. Right? You know what I'm saying? So the kingdom of heaven is at hand, man. Like even from back then, in those days, right? What you think up till now? It's closer than we think, right? Right? Go to Matthew. Go to Jeremiah 10, Jeremiah 50 and verse 6, Baba Kashan. Right? Right?
Go to Jeremiah. My people lost sheep.
By what?
My people have lost sheep.
The so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native, Seminole Indians, all who's the Bible.
The shepherds have caused them to go astray.
The what?
Their shepherds have caused them to go astray.
Have caused them to go astray, man. Right? And let's see what they shepherds, man. Right? Give me Jeremiah 23 and 1. Right?
Can I make a quick point? Yeah, and these shepherds are, like the brother's about to go into, these pastors, these so-called bishops, these false prophets, these leaders of Israel who have been paid off, who have taken the bag and are set up by religions and all manner of philosophies too.
Right. And now, in these last days, man, y'all see what's going on with T.D. Jakes.
Right.
What happened to Creflo Dollar, man? I heard nothing about him, man. The last time he said, keeping the commandments, you going off, man.
Yep.
Where did the Bible say that? Right? Where did the Bible say that? Hold that, Baba Kishar, real quick, and go to Matthew 5, verse 17.
Yep.
And we keep the Big Ten.
The Big Ten.
You sinning. Right. That's what he's saying.
He said Jesus freed you from the Big Ten.
Oh, he freed you from the Big Ten. You see that?
Right.
When you type that in the coordinates, type in Big Ten.
The Big Ten.
Where's that?
What is this? What is that? In college, they got the Big Ten, SEC, and the, you know what I'm saying? That's these false pastors.
Right.
What you got?
Right. Give me Matthew 5 and 17, Baba Kishore.
Book of Matthew, chapter 5 and verse number 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law.
Christ said, think not that I am come to destroy the law. That's blatant. That's clear. Right? There's no deep breakdown about that. Right? It's plain upon tables, man. Think not that I've come to destroy the law, but what?
Or the prophets.
Or the prophets, read.
I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
But to what?
But to fulfill.
Baba Kishore, look up the word fulfill, Baba Kishore. Right? And let's see what fulfill means, because these Christians, man, they lack these wisdom of the Most High, right? And they going off of what their pastors be teaching them, right? And these pastors ain't even pulling no precepts out of the Bible, man. They put down the book, they call one scripture, and then they start singing and dancing, man. Sweating and using that nasty handkerchief, you know what I'm saying, to wipe their face, man, and all that stuff, man. Right? And like I always love to say, they pass the offering pan around 3 times. You know what I'm saying? So they could rob the poor, man. You know what I'm saying? Right. You got that?
I got the etymology.
Khan, bring that out.
Right? The etymology of fulfill. It says fill up, right? Fill up a room, a ship, etc. to make full. So jumping down to, it says from near 13th century as do, perform, carry out, consummate, carry into effect.
To what?
Carry into effect.
So Yahushua was carrying to effect the laws, man. Because these scribes and Pharisees, man, they were hypocrites, man. And they're not teaching you, right, to keep the laws, because they wasn't keeping them the way they supposed to. You know what I'm saying? They were doing a lot of secret things, man. A lot of secret shit. Right.
The law. But at the end of the day, just because he fulfilled the law doesn't mean that the law is not still established.
Right.
Doesn't mean that the law is not still having to be honored and reverenced.
Right.
And I'll add to that, what they don't understand is, and this is 101. What they don't understand is the prophecies and the things that were written of him, they had to be fulfilled. Right? Yahushua was promised he would be a priest forever, after order of Melchizedek.
Right.
Read Psalm chapter 110. Moses wrote of him in Genesis 49. Right? Deuteronomy chapter 33. Right? Deuteronomy the 18th chapter. Right? There are things, even in the law, when you read Leviticus the 16th chapter, or every offering and every sacrifice, this whole law leads up into Yahushua.
Right.
That's why Hebrews the 10th chapter says the law is a shadow of good things to come.
Right.
So it doesn't mean that the law is disannulled with, your shadow doesn't disappear.
Right.
But the most important aspect of you is not your shadow, but your physical embodiment.
Right.
So the scriptures and the things that pertain, that speak of Yahushua and what he's going to do, those are the events that he fulfilled. And one more point. Can I get a quick precept real quick? Luke 24 and 44. I want to get a quick precept.
Bring that up.
Right? Luke 24 and 44. And there was sometimes, man, they didn't even know in the scriptures that it spoke of Yahushua.
Right.
Philip finding Nathanael, and he said, we have found him of whom the law and the prophets did right.
Right.
Certain men, they kind of knew what was going on.
Right.
But Yahushua made him is they really couldn't figure it out, because they said, shall a prophet indeed rise? This is me and Micah the 5th chapter.
Right.
But it wasn't given to them to understand. So a lot of Yahushua's life, they didn't get, where he was from and particular things that he was set up to do. Right, bring that out real quick.
It's in the Saint chapter 24 and verse 44. And he said unto them, these are the words which I spake unto you while I was yet with you, that all things must be fulfilled which were written in the law of Moses.
What was written in the law of Moses? His eyes shall be
right.
His teeth white like milk.
Right.
Right. The Lord said unto him, shall the gathering of the people be. in Genesis, the 49th chapter. The Lord spoke and found in the book of Deuteronomy, the 18th chapter.
Right.
Right. He said, there shall arise a prophet like unto me.
Right.
When you read Exodus, the 23rd chapter, he said he will send his angel before you.
Right.
And his name is in him.
Right.
Right. He will not pardon your sins. The burning bush.
Right.
When Moses, he was really dealing with the Lord.
Right. Right.
Hey, Yahweh Shah said, no man have seen the Father or seen at any time or heard his voice or seen his shape, paraphrasing. In John, the 1st chapter. So really, you've always dealt with Yahweh Shah.
Right.
On a deeper level. Right. Everybody's always been dealing with, Yahweh Shah. It's not saying the Most High doesn't exist. But the Most High, when you see the Father, you see the Son.
Right.
So read that one more time, Baba Kashar.
St. Luke 24 and 44. And he said unto them, these are the words which I spake unto you while I was yet with you.
Right.
That all things must be fulfilled.
They must be fulfilled.
Which were written in the law of Moses.
The law of Moses.
And in the prophets.
I mean, time would fail us to go into the prophets.
Right.
I mean, the whole book of Isaiah pretty much goes into Yahweh Shah.
Right.
Isaiah 53, right? Isaiah 63. Who is this that coming from Edom? Isaiah 66. We're going to the Psalms too, but certain prophecies in Isaiah, prophecies in Jeremiah, right? The lion that comes from Jordan, the swelling of Jordan, right? Go on. Ezekiel prophesied Yahweh Shah in Ezekiel the 17th chapter, about the green tree.
Right.
Daniel prophesied Yahweh Shah, the stone made without hands, that would hit the 10 toes.
Right.
Right. You have many. Micah prophesied Yahweh Shah, Micah the 7th chapter, according to the doings of the land of Egypt, shall he do. Amos prophesied Yahweh Shah that he would sift the Israel among all nations.
Right.
That's talking about the chariots, man. So there are many. Obadiah, right? He prophesied at the end of Esau, man.
Right.
Right? And that's going to be done by the order of Yahweh Shah.
Right.
So which are written in the prophets, and what else?
And
in the Psalms, Psalm 16, Psalms 22, Psalms 34.
Right.
Right? Psalms 110.
Right.
There are many Psalms that spoke of Yahweh Shah. That's me. Remember I did that. Right? When he opened his mouth in parables, he went to Psalm 78.
Right.
And said, that's me speaking parables.
Right.
So then they were able to get it. Right? But that's the point I wanted to make. Oh, go on.
Verse 45. Then open he their understanding.
Then open he their understanding.
That they might understand the scriptures.
See, they had the scriptures.
Right.
The Pharisees, the Sadducees, the scribes. Right? But they didn't understand the scriptures. Like these pastors, these men. They have the scriptures.
Right.
But they don't. The Most High has to open up your mind.
Right.
This thing is beyond, like I was talking to a brother, it's beyond words on paper. Right? This is the spirit has to open you, huh?
Right.
The Lord said it is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. So the Lord has to tap into your mind, unlock your mind, and give you the understanding of the scriptures. Right. To know it was speaking of him. Right, my brother's got it.
Time. Go ahead.
And Yahweh Shah, like Paul grew up under what's his name?
Gamaliel.
Gamaliel.
Right.
Paul grew up under Gamaliel. Our people always had teachers.
Right.
We've always had men that were set up in authority to teach the scriptures, to teach the law, to teach the Psalms to our people.
Right.
And Yahweh Shah didn't grow up under that.
Right.
Right.
But yet he was able to go into it and expound upon it.
Right.
So this is
quick point. That's what they said. How does this man know, having not learned?
This is John chapter 7 and verse 14.
That's
it says, now about the midst of the feast, Yahweh Shai went up into the temple and taught. And the Jews marveled, saying, how knowest this man letters, having never learned? Because his spirit was like that.
Right.
The Lord, the Most High, put it in his spirit to know these things and to be able to go into it and break it down without him being under a teacher like that.
Right.
But he, even at the age of 12, he knew in his spirit that he was about his father's business.
Right.
So he already had that spirit in him to know the Psalms, to know the law, and not only to know it, but to execute it and to be able to give the full understanding thereof.
Right. And he is the word.
Right. And just to, you know what I'm saying, like, show you, they say how you know. Like, give me John 1 and 1, Baba Kashar, right? And then we're gonna go to Colossians 1.
How we diving into this thing. How we getting there?
Because these Christians, y'all need to put the book down, man.
Right.
Y'all need to put the book down, man, because y'all don't know nothing what y'all saying, man. The Most High ain't giving y'all no kind of wisdom, knowledge, or understanding, man. Y'all just going on for what the so-called white man told you, right? Bring that out, Chris.
This is the book of St. John, chapter 1, and verse number 1. In the beginning was the Word.
Was the what?
Was the Word.
Was the Word, man. The beginning. Yahushua is the Word. He been there from the beginning, man.
Right.
Read.
And the Word was with God.
The Word was the Most High Yahweh. Read.
And the Word was God.
The Word was God because He is a God. Right? Read.
The same was in the beginning with God.
Right.
All things were made by Him.
What?
All things were made by Him.
All things, man, was made by Yahushua, man.
Right.
The Most High ain't never get up off His throne not 1 second to do nothing, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Read.
Come. All things were made by Him, and without Him was not anything made that was made.
Was what?
Was not anything made that was made.
Was not anything made that was made, man. Right? Oh, there's more than that?
Yeah, I mean, that whole chapter's crazy.
Right.
Man.
But jump to, go to Colossians 1 and start verse 13, man. And, hey, we going precept upon precept, man.
Right.
And I'm saying we're not like some people we're not these pastors, man, that just, we put the book down and then we trying to quote something out of it, man. We don't do that, man. You know what I'm saying? The Most High say go, hey, man, we gonna get that precept, but bring that out, Baba Kashan.
Colossians chapter 1 and verse number 13. Who have delivered us from the power of darkness.
Right? The Most High, read.
And have translated us into the kingdom of His dear Son.
Of His what?
Of His dear Son.
Of His dear Son. And that's also to tell you so-called Christians who talking about Yahushua is the Most High God. You know what I'm saying? That's to confound you right there that He has a Father. Right? Read.
In whom we have redemption through His blood, even the forgiveness of sins.
The what?
Even the forgiveness of sins.
Read.
Who is the image of the invisible God?
No, He's not the image.
Who is the image of the invisible God?
Yahushua is the image of the Most High Yahweh. That's His first begotten Son, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just like when us, we got children. Man. Your children won't look like you. If your children don't look like you, there's something wrong. It's questions. You know what I'm saying? Right? So keep going.
The firstborn of every creature.
The what?
The firstborn of every creature.
That's to tell you back to John 1 and 1, man. He was first created. Right? Read.
For by Him were all things created that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible.
Visible and invisible, man. Right? So Yahushua was putting the work in, man. Created the angels, right? And then along with the angels, man, and Yahushua created everything that's in the earth, right? Read.
Visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers, all things were created by Him and for Him. And He is before all things, and by Him all things consist.
All things consist, man. Right? You got something?
Yeah, I got it. I just want to add to that,
Go ahead.
to the spirit, because this whole thing is about Yahushua. Right? The Lord said every knee shall bow, man.
Right.
See, this whole, and that's what fathers do to their sons, man. Fathers, that's what even these nations do, man.
Right.
Esau, he builds up his wealth, his inheritance. He'll stock up his money. He'll have his 401k plan, his pension plan, and he'll build up a house. They used to actually build houses, man.
Right.
From scratch.
Right.
A lot of these old women, oh yeah, my husband built this house back in so-and-so, right? And he gave it to me. So the father, he'll give it ultimately all to the son, man. So all this was made for Yahushua, like the brother said, right? Right? The father, his pleasure is in the creation. But a father's pleasure is watching his son inherit things, man. And watching his son have success, man. And watching his son enjoy the fruit of his father's labor. Right? This is Revelation 3 and 14. And it's the angel of the church of the Laodiceans write, these things, amen, the faithful and true witness, the beginning of the creation of the Most High. So Yahushua is the beginning of the creation. That's why he's the Alpha, which is your first letter of the Greek alphabet, and he's the Omega, which is your last letter of the Greek alphabet. He's the beginning and he's the end. He began everything through the creation, and he's going to end all things, with the chariots and with the fire and brimstone. Let me get another one real quick. This is Ephesians chapter 3 and 9. It reads, I'm going to start at 8. Unto me, who am less than the least of all saints, is this grace given, that I should preach among the Gentiles the unsearchable riches of Hamashiach, and to make all men see what is the fellowship of the mystery, which from the beginning of the world hath been hid in the Most High, who created all things by Yahushua Hamashiach, to the intent, so here's the Most High's intention, so you need to know, to the intent that now unto the principalities and powers in the heavenly places might be known by the church the manifold wisdom of God. Because there are actual principalities in the heavens, man. A principality really is an area or a region that's ruled by particular spirits. You have spirits with high level, like we're talking about the harbor. The harbor within itself is a principality. And there's high level demons in that area. That's why all these spirits be out there to and fro. So the angels up there in the third heaven, whether you're on the right hand side of the Most High or your left hand side of the Most High, and the spirits in the earth have to all be reconciled to Yahushua. That's why it says to the intent that now into the principalities and powers, the powers of the angels, in the heavenly places might be known by the church the manifold wisdom of God. So the church, the elect of Israel, has to understand why Yahushua created all things, that all spirits and all things can submit unto him. That's why he's the one that's going to be sitting in the Father's throne. And if we overcome, we're going to be sitting in that throne too, but Yahushua is going to get all the glory. Now we're going to be joint heirs, pursuant to Romans the 8th chapter with Yahushua, but he's the head of all things. Nobody's going to be above Yahushua. Ain't no man, no matter how much you know. If you think you're going to try to step over Yahushua, and you want to murmur against the good man of the house, or those who are not, that I should reign over them, you speak up against Yahushua, it's going to be lights out for you, man. So this whole thing is about Yahushua. The apostles, one more point, and the disciples, they worship Yahushua. They fell at his feet. The woman washed his feet with her hair and with her tears, man. You know, John was on his breast, man, his bosom, laid on his bosom. All that. You want to show you where the bathroom at? You know what I'm saying? Or where the break room at, or something like that. Yahushua, and it was in the spirit of Peter, James, and John, Nathaniel, Philip, Simon, Jude, James, Thomas, all these men, Judas, even on the left-hand side, it was in a spirit to follow Yahushua. And they didn't have a say-so with it. Matthew said at the receipt of custom. He was a publican. Yahushua said, get up and follow me. Where's the account of him saying, what about my job? Who's going to do my job? I don't have anybody to do my shift, to cover my shift. Every man that's in Yahushua, you're bound by Yahushua. That's why when his word come out, you naturally gravitate to this truth. You don't have to sit there and go to stay fast. Let me see if this is the truth or not. No, once you win this thing, you win this thing. Brother God.
Let me just to let me back, because the brother said, hey, brothers gravitate, man, once you're in the Lord, man. And that, go to Romans 8, verse 16, Bible short, and that goes back to the spirit bearing witness. For the spirit of Yahweh, when Yahweh shines in us,
The book of Romans, chapter 8, verse number 16. The Spirit itself bears witness with our spirit,
Read.
that we are the children of God.
That what?
That we are the children of God.
We are the children of God, man. Hey, not everybody is children of the Most High, man. Right? Not everybody children of the Most High, because Christianity want to have you that God love everybody, man. And that's a lie, man. That's a lie, right? Go to Romans. Start of Romans 9 and 1, Bible Kashan. Right? We get that. We gonna get into this thing because you know what I'm saying. We living in the last days where all hell is breaking loose, Hey, Jacob trouble is right there, man. It's right around the corner. And these so-called white men gonna go double time, overtime, triple time, quadruple time in wickedness just so we our people don't make it, man. You know what I'm saying? So just so our people don't serve the Lord. He gonna use all kind of crafty counsel, you know what I'm saying, to entice our people into wickedness, man. You know what I'm saying? So bring that up, Baba Kasha.
This is book of Romans to the 9 and verse number 1. I say the truth in Hamashiach, I lie not.
I what?
I lie not.
Amen. And this is Paul talking, right? Read.
My conscience also bearing me witness in the Holy Ghost. Who are Israelites to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants and giving of the law and the service of God and the promise.
And the promises, man. The promises that was made with Abraham, man. Right? Read.
Who are the fathers, and of whom, as concerning the flesh, Hamashiach came.
What he did?
Hamashiach came.
He came for everybody. No, he don't come for. He didn't came for everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He came for the Israelites, man. When you go back to Matthew 1 and verse 21, just paraphrasing, he told you that he come to he down for the people, for his people, man, to save them from their sins, right? Jump down to verse 6, Bible.
Verse number 6. Not as though the word of God had taken no effect, but they are not all Israel.
For they what?
For they are not all Israel.
Not everybody who say they Israel are Israel, man. Right? You got a lot of wolf in sheep clothing, man. Right? Read.
Which are of Israel. Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children.
Not they're all children. No, I'm saying, you know, just rephrase, but I'm just saying that he said neither that because they the seed of Abraham that they all children, right? Because many nations come out of Abraham. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But there's only one chosen seed line, right? Keep reading.
Quick point, real quick.
Right.
Ishmael come out of Abraham.
Right.
The sons of Keturah also come out of Abraham.
Right.
Right. Kedar come out of Abraham. The Midianites come out of Abraham.
Right.
But the chosen seed that like Jonah's going into, the chosen seed was who? Isaac.
Right.
Right. And that's who the promises went to. Right.
Right. Keep going, King.
Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children, but in Isaac shall thou be called.
And everybody else.
But in Isaac shall thou seed be called.
In Isaac, man, shall thou seed be called. Right? Read.
That is, they which are the children of the flesh, these are not the children of God.
So these other nations, man, these Arabs, these so-called Chinese, so-called Japanese, right? The so-called East Indians, man, and these indigenous Hamites, right? Right? They are not the children of the Most High God, man. The Most High have no parts with them, man. Right? He created them, yeah, but he's not dealing with them, right? But read.
But the children of the promise are counted for the seed. For
Right.
this is the word of promise. At this time will I come, and Sarah shall have a son.
And who?
And Sarah shall have a son.
Sarah shall have a son, man. Right? And that's going into Isaac. Right? So and remember, Sarah was barren, man. And Sarah couldn't have no children. You know what I'm saying? But the Most High had blessed her womb, right? Because, you know what I'm saying? According to the book of Genesis, I think it was what, Genesis 21, Baba Kishore?
Well, you about to get it up? Come. Yeah, just to add on that while the brother get that, I was when you went into Romans 9 and the scriptures say who are Israelites, right? To whom pertaineth the adoption of the covenant. The Israelites, those spirits, as we were going into the apostles and certain men, those spirits are the closest to Yahweh Shai in the spiritual realm.
Right.
Right? They would have to have been some of the first spirits created.
Right.
By Yahweh Bashmel Shai. Right? Because they bear witness with him. But then the scripture says, the first shall be last and the last shall be first.
Right.
So Israel was the first spirits created, but they were the last nation formed on the earth.
Right.
And Israel is last right now, but they're going to be first in the kingdom.
Right.
That's why the last shall be first and the first shall be last. That's in the heavens and in the earth, and that's that just balance with Yahweh Bashmi Yahushua. I just want to make that point.
I'm going to read this real quick in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 1 and verse 5. Right? Jeremiah 1 and 5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee and ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. So before we were even brought into this earth, we were already picked by Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to be in this truth, to be pushing this word, to know this truth, right? To know the curses and know that befalls us. These things, if you know that, the Most High already picked you for that lot. The same way He picked the apostles and the prophets that you read about in the scriptures.
Right.
So these things they're set up by the Most High. These aren't you just kind of fell into this thing and you kind of just this your new
like a hobby.
It's not a hobby. It's not something you just kind of do to kind of just waste time. This is things that have been ordained from before the foundation of the world.
Right.
And with that, you gotta understand the gravity of that and just how important that is. That you're not only being this truth, but you have works that you gotta do. Right? The apostles had works they had to do because the Lord picked them to do those things. Like how Peter, he went out and he was getting built up to actually go and push these things, like how you read in Acts 2, pushing them into all the Jews that came scattered abroad. And just to, I'm going to add one more point in that, because those are mighty works that brought in, let's say, 5,000.
Right.
I'm going to go into in this book of Haggai, chapter 1.
I got a point after.
Haggai chapter 1 and verse number 7. It says, "Thus saith the Lord of hosts, consider your ways," right? Because you know about the Lord, you know about Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. These things aren't small. These things, like how I was bringing out earlier, these things have been ordained for the foundation of the world. So you got to consider your ways in this thing. You know what I'm saying? You got to consider how hard you're going for the Lord. What you giving your time into?
Right.
Are you increasing?
Right.
Are you waxing cold? Is your household in order? Are you ready for the passion?
Right.
Right? Are you having things in your mind ready to do the work of the Lord? Right? It says go up to the mountain and bring wood and build the house. So our lot is to build this house.
Right.
Right? To build the house of the Lord and do the work. Right? It says, and I will take pleasure in it, and I will be glorified, saith the Lord. Ye have much, and lo, it came to little, and ye brought it home. I did blow upon it. Why? Saith the Lord of hosts, because of mine house that is waste, and ye run every man unto his own house. So we can't be selfish in this truth. We have to understand that the Most High, Yahushua, picked us to do these works as the same way He picked the apostles and the prophets of old. Right? It's my last precept, right? So that's it on that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we gotta understand the importance of being in this truth. That's the same way they were picked to be in this truth.
Right.
I just want to make one quick point, man, because even back I was thinking back in like the medieval times, ancient world, if your family was known for a particular craft, you didn't have a say-so on opting out.
Right.
So if your family were blacksmith, hey, guess what? You were a blacksmith.
Right.
Weapons and you had to deal with it.
Right.
You couldn't say I want to travel the world, a damn warrior or gladiator.
Right.
Hey, that was your lot, man.
Yeah,
It is what it is, man.
Right.
If your family was damn shoemakers,
Right.
Guess what you was doing by the age of 6 years old, man?
Right.
You was at the damn shoe thing, doing whatever the shoe thing does, man.
Right.
And you didn't have a say so. Dad, I want to go out and how can my friends? No, that's part of your inheritance.
Right.
So our inheritance is Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
Right.
We have inherited this truth. That's why every time you come back on the earth through the Spirit, chiefly in this last lot, you're going to bear witness with Yahweh Shah.
Right.
And we don't have a say so. Like the brother put the precept, Jeremiah couldn't say, hey, what the hell is this, man? I'm a child. I want to go and I want to be a potter. I want to go and I want to be a gardener. And you have to deal with it, man.
Right.
Right? Every brother, if you are called into this thing, you got to deal with it. I'm gonna get a quick precept for it.
Verse 9 and all that.
This John chapter 16 and verse 27. It reads, I'm gonna start at 26. At that day, it's like at that day ye shall ask in my name, and I will not say unto you that I will pray the Father for you. It reads, for the Father himself loveth you, because ye have loved me, and have believed that I came out from the Most High. It reads, Salakia. Actually, I want John 15, Salakia. This is John 15 and 26. But when the Comforter is come, whom I will send unto you from the Father, even a Spirit of truth, which proceeded from the Father, he shall testify of me, and ye also shall bear witness, because ye have been with me from the beginning.
Right.
You see that?
Right.
So the Lord said that once the Spirit comes and the Comforter comes, the Holy Spirit, and it brings all things to your remembrance, it's going to bear witness with you in this truth, because you've been with the Lord from the beginning. Right. And that's not just saying the beginning of his ministry or the beginning of when he was born. Right. Because they weren't around when he was born. Right. Right. Yahweh Shah appeared and he called them around the age of 30 or so, how they say. Right. But from the very beginning, all the way up there in the third heavens, man. So it's really, man doesn't have a say so on what you want to do. Even if we didn't want to do this work, we would have to do it. What happened to Jonah? Did Jonah have a say so? Jonah tried the first ship to Tarshish. Right. He went to Joppa to go to Tarshish, and the Lord swallowed him up. Huh? Right. He swallowed him up and said, "You're going to do this work, man." Right. And that's our lives. Right. We were called to this truth, even if we want to leave, and the Lord to do that. Man. Right. When you going the hell off, or you're going straight, the Lord will punish you, man. Right. He'll judge you. He'll jam you up. Break down. We're just talking about certain things. Right. You might be, be on the road. Right. You might damn be working excess. Right. Or you might be trying to get a whole bunch of wives or something like that. Whatever you went through. Right. But then Most High, he'll take all that away from you, man. So right. Who the hell does he think he is? Right. How is he a prophet? And the Lord said a prophet is not without honor, man. Right. In his own country. Read on. For since I spake, I cried out. I cried violence and spoil, because the word of Yahweh was made a reproach unto me, and a derision daily. Then I said, I will not make mention of him, nor speak any more. But his word was in mine heart, as a burning fire shut up in my bones, and weary with forbearing, and I could not stay. Right. So even if Jeremiah, he didn't want to do that, man. He didn't want to do the work, He said, man, these people are wicked, man. Right. Off. I'm not teaching them. Sometimes we don't, hey, brother, you want to deal with wicked Israelites out there. Right. Coons and, hey, but guess what, man? You start getting vexed and anxious in the spirit. If you're not at camp, you start feeling it like, right. It's definitely. Like, I got to get there, man. Like you're missing something. Yeah, like you're missing something. And it's really like a burning sensation. Right. And you start getting anxious, man. Like a paint smoker when they don't get their cigarette, man. Right. They start getting all key. Hey, if we're not at camp, hey, we get irritable, man. Right.
And Slacky, just to make a point, just so that because it's in your spirit too that maybe you're missing, because the Most High could send you a sheep to be edified. Right. And I'm saying that because you're not there, that sheep, you know what I'm saying? Right. That sheep didn't get edified and stuff like that.
And that's why the Most High only send those sheep up, the elect, if you're out there. Right. So they can get fed, huh? Right. That's why you have to go out there, because the word has to be fulfilled. You just play a part, man. Your job, you're just a tool for the Most High. Right. To wake up his people so his name can be magnified. That's why it says, but his word was in my heart as a burning fire. So the Lord, he said, okay, you want to sit at home? You want to do this? You don't want to go and do the work? Right. I'm going to turn up that flame. You turn up that flame in you, and now you studying. Right. Now you read it. For some reason, you can't stop. Right. You on a fast. You're doing a flying mission. You teaching, because you were created to do this thing. Right. And you can't escape your luck. A lot of people want to go be a rapper, be an athlete. I'm done with this. It's a phase. But then, guess what, man? If you're the elect, you're always going to stick to this truth.
Right.
One more point. Peter denied Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, 3 times.
But 3 times. But guess what Peter kept doing? He kept doing the work.
Right.
He was created to do the work.
Right.
Even if you fall, you're still created to do the work. All the disciples forsook Yahweh Shai, man.
Right.
But it was something in them that made them keep doing this work.
Right.
So even when you fall short or you're scattered abroad or you get swallowed up, if you're the elect or if you're a prophet or an apostle or teacher, nothing is going to stop you from doing this work. Right?
Right.
And to add on to that, after Peter denied the Lord 3 times, when they were seeing the Lord come back and they seen him on the shore, Peter, the one who actually hopped out the boat and swam over to the Lord.
Right.
So he was like, he had a fire built up and to kind of to prove himself. He wanted to really get in this thing and, you know what I'm saying, just keep that thing going and go stronger to do service to the Lord.
That's right.
Even at the when Mary came back and she gave a report that he was risen, Peter and John, they ran to the sepulchre.
Right.
John outran Peter.
Right.
John got there first, but John do.
Right.
Peter had that bull spirit. He got there after John, but he walked straight in.
Right.
He was looking around and investigating that thing.
Right.
And Peter also, he said this. This is John chapter 6. I'm gonna start at verse. This is John chapter 6 and verse 16. And he said, therefore said I unto you, that man can come unto me except it were them of my Father. From that many of his disciples went back and walked with him. So a lot of brothers or a lot of people come into this truth and they could be that ground that gets yoked up by the thorns, they get choked out, right, by the cares and affairs of this world, right? Or you get offended by something you read in the scriptures and you go back into the world. Yahweh Shai had people walking with him and following him. They saw the miracles, they saw the power he had, but they still went back into the world. They still didn't continue to follow him. Verse 67, then said Yahweh Shai unto the 12, will ye also go away? Then Simon Peter answered him, Lord, to whom shall we go? And I love that precept. Who are we going to go to?
Right.
Who are we going to follow?
Right.
Are we going to go back to smoking weed? We're going to go back to just sitting around being a nigga all day?
Right.
We're going to go back to being led by a woman or being oppressed by these children like we read about in Isaiah 3?
Right.
No, we're going to follow the Lord because there's nothing else in this world for us.
Right.
There's no other thing. And like the brother said, if you're not a cat, I mean, if you're chosen, if you're of the elect, if you got that spirit in you, you're not going to do anything but what the word have you to do, what the spirit have you to do.
Right.
You can't not do it. I see, I live in Baltimore. I see people smoking weed. I might see, half blunts on the ground. I get scared looking at that stuff.
Right.
Because I know I used to be a part of that.
Right.
And I feel like, if I'm around it too long, Lord gonna kill me.
Right.
Just being around it too long. You know what I'm saying? He said, to whom shall we go? Thou hast the words of eternal life, and we believe and are sure that thou art Mashiach, the Son of the living God. And we know that this word is true. Why else would we be outside teaching this word? Why else would we show up every Shabbat? I mean, week after week, brothers are showing up, doing their best to be on fire, to be in the spirit, to stay in the spirit, to bring this word out to our people. Why else would we do that? We're not out there, and I tell people all the time, we're not asking for money. Only thing we want our people to do is pay attention. Listen, receive the words of life. That's what we out there to do. Right? I had another precept in John chapter 9. I'm going to start at verse, let me get straight to the point, verse 4. Yahweh Shai speaking. Yahweh Shai said, I must do the works of him that sent me, whilst it is day. The night cometh when no man can work.
Right.
So Yahweh Shai was doing the work. Yahweh Shai was doing the work. He set forth that spirit upon his apostles to go out and do the work. And that's why we're on this trip now, right? We're set up through the spirit, humbly speaking, as apostles to go out and teach this word.
Right.
To magnify the name of the Most High and to go out and do these things to heal the sick, to cleanse the lepers.
Right.
Right? To give sight to the blind. to heal our people, to bring them back to the Most High, that His name may be exalted in the earth.
Right.
That His name may be exalted in this wicked world. Right? Because His name is going to be all exalted in the kingdom of heaven. But even in this wicked world that we're in today, the name of the Most High, the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, will be exalted through the service of the Lord.
Right.
And that's why, humbly speaking, we're going out to do these works. I'll read that again. He says, I must work the works of Him that sent me whilst it is day, while we got the time to do it now. He says, the night coming. The night is going to come when that famine of the word hit.
Right.
When there's going to be insurrection. When we can't go out teaching. That night is coming when all hell is going to break loose. The night is coming when what? When no man can work. Meaning we're not going to be able to teach you. We're not going to be giving you the words of life anymore.
Right.
It's either you have it or you don't at that point. And we got people talking about, oh, I'll see y'all all the time. I'll be back next week. Or I'll get to it when I get to it. Hey, when that night comes, when the nighttime comes, when the sun goes down, that is it. You either got it or you
don't. Right.
In it or you out.
Quick point. Hey, even if you wanted to work, you couldn't work.
You could.
Even if you wanted to. Even if you wanted to work in the night, you couldn't do it, man.
Right.
You got cattle, you got livestock,
right.
You got land, you can't see.
Right.
The elements are against you. Things that are out of your control are against you.
Right.
So you're going to be you fight against the Most High to try to work in darkness, man.
Right.
That's what the Lord said, the night cometh when no man can work, because who controls the night? The Most High.
Right.
Man don't control the night. Man can't turn, he can't take away Jacob's trouble, man.
Right.
But you say you can't take away seditions out the earth.
Right.
You can't take away you can't just turn the light back on and go back in your house and eat Funyuns and watch the videos all day. Right. These elements and these external factors are against you when you have to work. That's why you have to take advantage of this day, like the brother said. The sun is going down, man.
Right.
It's about to set. That's why Yahweh Shai said in Matthew the 20th chapter, He called men. Let me get one quick precept real quick. He called men at a certain hour. Right? This is Matthew chapter, and it's a beautiful parable. Right? Matthew chapter 20 and verse, let's start at, get straight to the point, verse 9. Can you read that Bible, Shai, Matthew 20 and 9?
Matthew chapter 20 and verse number 9.
Get up.
And when they came that were hired about the 11th hour.
Right, the 11th hour. Right? That's around so-called 5 p.m. or so. Right before the sun go down.
Right.
Right? This is the 11th hour right now, man.
Right.
Right? Read that one more time.
Matthew 20 and verse number 9. And when they came that were hired about the 11th hour.
Right, because you got the 9th hour of the day. You got the 6th hour of the day.
Right.
You got the 3rd hour of the day. The 3rd hour is 9 a.m.
Right.
The 6th hour is 12 p.m.
Right.
Right? The 9th hour would be what?
3 p.m.
3 p.m.
Right.
You understand?
I will pray.
So the 12th hour would be what? 6 p.m.
Right.
So if it's the 11th hour, it would be 5 p.m. The Romans, they divided it, and the Jews, right? We divided into three watches.
Right.
We had the morning watch, which was sunset till around 10 p.m. Then you had your middle watch. Mm-hmm. The middle watch was around 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. or so.
Right.
And then you had your third watch, right? Your third watch was from 2 a.m. to sunrise.
Right.
So we had 3 watches. You can read about that in Judges, the 7th chapter, or 1 Samuel, 11th chapter. The Romans had 4 watches. So they had a 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. one watch. The second watch was 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. Right? Then your third watch was 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. And your fourth watch was 3 a.m. to 6 a.m.
Right.
So that's how they calculated and dealt with time. So when it said the 11th hour, it's speaking of roughly around 5 p.m. Because by that time, averaging out your days, the sun is about to go down.
Right.
The sun, especially what they call, Esau called it a equinox.
Right.
What nox meaning night, equal of course meaning equal, right? So that when the day hours are equal to the night hours. So if the day hours are equal to the night hours, sunrise is definitely around 6 a.m.
Right.
Sunset is going to be around 6, maybe even a little later sometimes. It depends, right, on the season. So the 11th hour is 5 p.m., which is speaking about the time that we're living in right now. This is the 11th hour. Right. Read on, King.
And when they came that were hired about the 11th hour.
They were hired in the 11th hour.
Right.
Yeah, brothers just coming in this thing.
Right.
Yesterday, man. last minute. Go on.
They received every man a penny.
They received every man a penny. The penny's the king.
Right.
So the point is, after that, because what does the law say? You have to pay a man his wages.
Right.
When the sun before the sun go down,
Right.
or when the sun go down. That's in Deuteronomy, the 24th chapter.
Right.
So Yahweh Shah's keeping the law, and he's bound by the law to reward you according to your works before the darkness happens.
Right.
Because by that time you've done your ministry.
Right.
You finished your course. You just gotta endure it. You taught what you had to teach. You travel you had to travel to. You know, you did your lessons, you did your videos, you know, you exhorted your brethren. But by that time, once you get your pay and the sun go down, you already got your pay.
Right.
Ain't no overtime.
Right.
Ain't no time and a half.
Right.
Ain't no pushing his word in the days of evil. That's why you had men. One more real quick in Matthew 25. You had the foolish virgins. And at midnight, they arose and they said, give us of your oil. I think that's like 25 and 4.
Matthew 25.
Yeah, Matthew 25.
25 and I think
One you can start it off.
Well,
You read from the top. You read one.
Matthew 25 and verse number 1. Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins.
Right.
Where are the 10 virgins? Some are righteous, and some are wicked.
Right.
Go on.
Come, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom.
Right, the bridegroom's Yahweh Shah. The lamp is the word of God.
Right.
That's Psalms 119 and 105. Right, go on.
And 5 of them were wise, and 5 were foolish.
Right, it's going to tell you what makes you wise or foolish.
They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them.
Right, why the hell would you take your lamp but not no oil?
Right.
Why would you drive your car but never stop at a gas station?
Right.
There's always some type of fuel or liquid to keep something moving.
Right.
Whether it's oil or gasoline or whatever, it has to lubricate the motor or the gears and the pistons and stuff and keep this thing running, man.
Right.
You need a fuel source for your light,
God.
right? Unless you have the sun operates strictly by the will of the Most High, but everything else that runs on light, it has a battery, it has a power source, it has some type of what they got in the house, when you switch it on and off.
Light switch.
Not the light switches, but the power breaker.
Oh yeah, the generator.
Yeah, you got the breakers and all of that.
Right.
That's the source. Circuit breakers. Generators. So the wick and the flame of that lamp is only being kept burning by the oil within the lamp.
Right.
They had kerosene lamps.
Right.
That was a thing that maybe our grandmothers had, great grandmothers
Right. A lot
had.
of people don't
know about
man.
kerosene lamps, man. They just know about that light on the back of their phone. You turn that brightness up, man. Oh, you see that? That portable charger, man.
Right.
Ancient when you had to have that oil, man.
Right.
Or your lamp would go out. It could be bright, but once you don't have enough oil, it's over. Now the oil represents the Holy Spirit, right? So read on that you have an unction from the Holy One, and ye know all things. And unction, you anoint men.
Right.
And you anoint men parabolically with the Holy Spirit.
Right.
That's why David was anointed with what? With oil.
Right.
Prophets, they anointed men with oil. And priests were anointed with oil.
Right.
Kings were primarily anointed by prophets. Rarely was a king anointed by a priest. Like David was anointed, Jehu was anointed, Saul was anointed, but they were all anointed by prophets.
Right.
So that's Psalms 133.
Bring it up. You can bring it up, King.
It's the book of Psalms 132. This is a classic.
Because Moses anointed Aaron and his sons.
133 and verse number 2. I'll start at verse number 1. Behold, how good and how pleasant is it for brethren to dwell together in unity. It is like the precious ointment upon the head that ran down the beard, even Aaron's beard that went down the skirts of his garment.
It's a lot of oil.
Right.
So that goes to show that anointing goes from your head, and that's that oil you need, that's that word you need, right? That won't break your head, right? That'll keep you that will keep you in this thing, and it'll keep you sound with sound doctrine.
And one more point, and this shows that we are priests.
Right.
Because we've been anointed.
Right.
When you look at the law, how the priests were consecrated, they had to take their garment off.
Right.
Then they had to wash themselves.
Right.
Then put on a new garment.
Yep.
Then they had to be sprinkled with the blood.
Right.
And it was their right ear, they thumb, their big toe, and big toe, which represents your mind, your works, and your walk in His truth.
Right.
So our ear has been anointed by the blood of Yahushua.
Right.
Our right, you need your thumb.
Right.
You can't do no works with your right hand without your thumb.
Without your thumb.
That's what separates us from.
You use us without it.
Right. That's what separates us from the rest of these beasts, man.
Right.
They call it a opposable. They call it opposable thumb.
Right.
Because you could grab it and do, write. You could write down the name of the Most High. Right. You could write down scriptures. You could greet a brother. You could do a lot of things with your right hand. Right.
Right.
Then you have your right toe. Try to walk without your right toe, man. And you're gonna be caught out there.
Hey, man.
Right?
May trip and fall. Man.
You definitely gonna trip and fall, man.
Right.
And these things are really underrated.
Right, they are underrated.
And your toe, because you use it so much, it's really underrated. But when you gotta go without them,
right,
it's hard times, it's hard life.
Hey, that's when you really need them, man.
Yeah, right.
Just imagine, just imagine the man who's blind. You know what I'm saying? He really needs a sight to see.
Right.
Because what? He may walk into a wall, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If he ain't got somebody there to lead him, man. You know what I'm saying?
And Salakia, like you were saying, Salakia, we should finish the name.
Khan, I was gonna pull a precept, you know what I'm saying? Proverbs 6 and verse 23 about the show. Right? Because we need that light, man. You know what I'm saying? And we need that light. That light is Yahushua, man. Right.
That's a blessing. But
go ahead.
But a person might they might be blind and they can cope or make adjustments in their life while they're blind to survive while they're blind. But if a situation occurs and all hell breaks loose, that blind man is going to be a lot less fortunate, or they're going to be more likely to be taken out.
Right.
You know what I mean? If an active shooter is in the place.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. They can't see.
Right.
You've been coping without seeing, but that's why everything is calm.
Right.
But when all hell breaks loose, you're going to be the one caught out there.
Same thing with your ear, man.
Right.
Let it be a damn gunshot in the next room.
You want to hear it coming.
You got people leaving, you try to figure out what's going on, and they got them alarm fire drills at the plantation.
Right.
You got to go out to the area and you sitting up at your damn keyboard at the warehouse somewhere, man. Try to figure out what's going on, because you have death, man.
Right.
So that's what. Oh, go ahead.
Salakia, just to make a point on that, because there was a movie where a man was deaf, right? And there's people that was trying to kill him, man. And he had to be using a mirror, man, to see something.
See that?
Yeah, that's what's coming, man.
Right.
And that's what's going on now with all people. Like you walking in darkness, man. That like, you know what I'm saying, because of Deuteronomy 28 and verse 29, man. You know what I'm saying? People grope at that and they like the blind grope in the dark. Just a paraphrase. Right?
You got that.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 6, and verse number 23. For the commandment is a lamp, the law is light.
Law is light. Spiritual darkness.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, the sun goes to this place. Genesis, the first chapter, right? But that's physical. But now this is spiritual darkness we living in, man. And you're gonna have to have a spiritual eye to see the darkness that we're living in. Not everybody has that spiritual eye, man. Right? Because for Esau, his darkness, his darkness is basically his light, man. Right? They think they're in the light. You know what I'm saying? Right? But we the children, like in Baba Kishar, we the children of the light. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
And the law is light, and reproofs of destruction are the way of life.
Are the what?
Are the way of life.
So these laws are the way of life, man. You know what I'm saying? This is how we're gonna make your way straight, right? Because if you're not following these laws, then you're gonna tumble. You're gonna fall.
Right.
You're gonna walk into all kind of obstacles, man. Your way's not gonna be straight. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be a way right here, this way, that way. You know what I'm saying? And you don't know where you're going, man. Right?
Keep this up, because I know you.
Yeah. Come on. Salakia, bring that out, King.
This is I'm gonna finish this up. This is John chapter 9 and verse 4 again. He says, I must do the works of him that sent me whilst it is day. The night cometh when no man can work.
When what?
When no man can work.
No, we can't work at night, man. Right?
Verse 5, he says, as long as I am in the world, I am the light of the world.
See that?
See that?
See that?
Following in the footsteps of Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Shah is the light of the world.
Right.
He's that light. He's the one that we are gravitating to. He's the one that the prophets were gravitating to.
Right.
He's the one that that the kings, the righteous kings, were gravitating to. He's the one that the disciples, everybody in righteousness is really going to gravitate to Yahweh Shah because he's that light, and everybody is attracted to that light.
It's what?
It's condemned already.
Already.
Believe in the name of the only begotten Son of the Most High. And this is the condemnation. That light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light. Why? Because their deeds were evil. You see that? So Yahweh Shah is that light. He's the light. And if he's the light and everybody's gravitating to him, and he's going to give the people the thing, he's going to give the reward before the sun goes down, what does that make the people that follow him? Bring out your precept.
See that? Con, bring out Matthew 5 verse 14.
Matthew
Right.
5, verse 14. Ye are the light of the world.
Ye are what?
Ye are the light of the world.
Hey, we the light of the world, man. Without us, man, all hell would break loose in this place, man.
Right.
Like these so-called devils, man, they trying to get rid of us. They use all kind of crafty counsel, you know what I'm saying, to get rid of God's chosen people, man.
Right.
They think they could do without us, man. But like our brothers was going to earlier, man, you know what I'm saying, they would go crazy. Those, you know what I'm saying, they already shooting up schools and doing all these all kind of folly, man.
Right.
We the ones that keeping this world at bay right now, at balance, because the Lord is coming back to save his elect. Right. And the most Ecclesiastes, I would love to bring that precept up. Right. Ecclesiastes 9 and 4. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But keep reading Matthew. Right. Go down. Right. Keep going down verse 16.
Matthew 5 verse 14. Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid.
Cannot what?
Cannot be hid.
Hey, we that city that's set on a high hill, man. Right? Which is Mount Zion, man. It cannot be hid, man. You know what I'm saying? Read.
Verse 15. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house.
Right. Because, hey, when light used to go out, and you got to light a candle, man. Right. You're not going to hide it somewhere in the closet or somewhere under the bed, man, or something like that. You going to put it on the table somewhere up high where the light going to illuminate, man. Right. And light up the place. Right? Read.
Let your light so shine before men.
What the Lord say?
Let your light so shine before men.
Hey, and that's what we doing, you know what I'm saying, as servants to the Lord, man. We got to be an example. We got to let our light shine, right? We got to do the things. We got to pray. We got to fast, right? We got to go out and labor and do the work, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And we can't be making excuses, man, in these last days. Because, hey, our people's lives is at stake right now. You know what I'm saying? And the most, Salakia King, I'm here, one more precept. Khan, go to Ephesians 4 and start at verse 9, right? And read on down.
Ephesians chapter 4 and verse number 9. And it reads, now that he ascended, what is it but that he also descended first into the lower parts of the earth? Right. He that descended is the same also that ascended up far above all heavens.
Right, and that's talking about Yahweh Shah Mashiach, right? Read. Right.
That he might fill all things. And he gave some apostles and some prophets.
He did what?
He gave some apostles and some prophets.
Hey, man, so when Yahweh Shah left, man, he granted them to what? To go out and do the work, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? You don't have no time to be sitting around resting and like brothers say, man, cracking your toes, man. You're kicking your feet up, man. You know what I'm saying? Right. Eat God knows what. Deep you know dish. What I'm saying? Deep dish pizza. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And hey, you got to come out here and labor. Because we got to wake up the lost sheep. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm after you come out with your precept, King, I want to go to Ezekiel 3, right? In verse 17, Baba Kashar. You know what I'm saying? Right, you go ahead.
Yeah, real quick, adding to brother saying about, you know, the Lord being that light. Go real quick, Bob Kashad, Exodus 25 and 31. Because your light is only as strong as your oil.
Right.
So if you got brothers ever burn something with oil and it's kind of jammed up, or you got put bad oil in your car, it'll jam you up.
Yeah, definitely.
It'll have your whole damn hood on fire, man.
You may not make it home.
You're not gonna make it home.
Right.
You put the wrong oil.
Right.
So take some diesel, man.
Right.
And put it in a Toyota Prius. Man.
Right.
And see how far you go.
Right.
Right. Or take some regular oil and put it in these damn 16 wheelers, man.
Right. Right.
And see what happens, man. So, go ahead, King.
In a vehicle, you got a lot of different fluids.
Right.
And they got caps, and the cap tell you what type of fluid to put in there.
Yeah, you got the
Even when it comes to the oil, you can't put 520 oil into a car that takes 1020.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure you got the right oil in the right spot.
Right.
You can't put oil in the gas tank.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Put wiper oil in the engine. Wiper fluid in the engine.
Right. And diverse oils, man, because certain oils is made for certain engines to make it function.
Right.
So if you put something less thicker than the oil that's supposed to be in that engine, guess what, man? You're gonna blow that thing out, man.
Yeah, Esau call it viscosity, man.
Right.
Or how that thing flows throughout the rest of the mechanics to get that thing right, man.
Right.
And really, a lot of brothers might have different oils.
Right.
You can't have different oils, man.
Right.
You got one oil that Yahweh Bashmel Shai gave you, man.
Right.
Which is the Holy Spirit. You can't be anointed with the Quran.
Right.
Where's that at, man?
Right.
I was anointed. Let a brother say I was anointed by Allah. We know he's going to move in an adverse fashion. The same way a car is going to move with the wrong oil, man. You got a brother, he's anointed by white Jesus.
Right.
Look at all these Jakes that be anointed by these Catholic priests, man. Or baptized by these Catholic priests. Right? Or they get their baptism, or they what they call when you're a baby, and they take you and they put you in a damn pool and they dip you in there and they anoint you. Like it, I can't think of the name of it, but those people, see how they moving with that oil.
Right.
So the point is, the light that you have has to be with the right oil. Right. So bring this has to be olive oil.
Right.
Beaten.
Right.
Now we're liking it to an olive tree.
Right.
On a deeper level, Yahweh Shai is liking it to an olive tree, huh? Right. So bring it out in Exodus 25 and 31.
The book of Exodus chapter 25 and verse 31. And thou shalt make thee a candlestick of pure gold.
Right. This speaking about the menorah. It's called a candlestick. Go on.
Of beaten work shall the candlestick be made, his shaft and his branches, his bowls, his knops, and his flowers shall be of the same.
Those are the different parts of the menorah branches. Right. Go on.
And 6 branches shall come out of the sides of it, 3 branches of the candlestick out of the one side, and 3 branches of the candlestick out of the other side.
That makes 7, right? Go on.
3 bowls made like unto almonds, with a knot and a flower in one branch, and 3 bowls made like almonds in the other branch,
right,
with a knot and a flower.
Go on.
So in the 6 branches that come out of the candlestick, and in the candlestick shall be 4 bowls made like unto almonds, with their knops and their flowers. And there shall be a knot under 2 branches of the same.
You have to make this right, man.
Right.
You can't do 3 knops, and this thing has to be perfect. Right. Go on.
And a knot under 2 branches of the same. And a knot under 2 branches of the same, according to the 6 branches that proceed out of the candlestick.
Right.
Their knops and their branches shall be of the same. All it shall be one beaten work of pure gold.
Shall be what?
One beaten work of pure gold.
It should be one beaten work of pure gold. And then when you jump back up in verse, what verse you at?
Man, I'm going into 37.
All right, yeah, read on. It's like you're going. Yeah, that's what I'm on.
Verse 37. And thou shalt make the 7 lamps thereof, and they shall light the lamps thereof.
And they shall what?
And they shall light the lamps thereof.
Right.
That they may give light over against it.
Now go real quick, Exodus 27 and 20. So this is the menorah, and it was supposed to be lit that the priest can see the work that they're doing.
Right.
Real quick, go to the Exodus 27 and 20.
Exodus chapter 27 and verse number 20. And thou shalt command the children of Israel that they bring thee pure olive beaten, so like a pure oil olive beaten.
No, it can be tainted.
Pure oil olive beaten.
This has to be pure oil olive beaten.
Right.
When you brothers ever use a what's that, a motor, and you take the little when you cook and people take stuff, and I can't think of the name of it right now, but they beat and grind certain things.
Right.
Into like powder.
Right.
It's like a little clay bowl.
Right.
And it's a stick, like a big stick.
Right.
And they beat it down in there. They use it for like different, if you want to make a paste or oil or something like that.
Yeah.
So they'll take the fresh olive oils and they would beat it down and it would produce this oil. So that's the pure oil or how they got the olive. So read that again from the top. I think it's called a motor, if I'm pronouncing that right.
M-O-T-A-R.
Yeah, M-O-T-A-R, right? So go on.
And thou shalt command the children of Israel that they bring thee pure oil olive beaten for the light, to cause the lamp to burn always.
See that? If you have the pure, you don't be on fire always, man. Can your car run city to city without the right oil, man? Or is it going? You might fall short. You might be almost close.
Right.
Then you got one more exit you got to take, and you saw the dude break down.
That's it.
On the side. He might have had the wrong oil.
Right.
He didn't get to his destination.
Right.
Our destination is the kingdom of heaven, man.
Right.
Our destination is the tree of life, right? Everlasting life.
Right.
So we need, and us being, we are a candlestick.
Right.
It's not Revelation, the first chapter says Yahweh Shai walks in the midst of the 7 golden candlesticks.
Right.
The 7 menorahs or the 7 churches.
Right.
So we are that light, but we have the light that comes from the pure oil.
Right.
Because brothers know the law, which is the light, but the true Holy Spirit is going to give you the breakdown of the law and of the scriptures.
Right.
So really when Yahweh Shai was expounding the word unto the apostles, they were being consecrated. They were being anointed with the oil. And that's how they were able to give that light. And they were able to get 3,000 and 5,000 in Acts, the 2nd chapter, because it's about the light, but it's also about the pure oil olive beat.
Right.
Because that's how it burns always, man.
Right.
So I just want to make that point.
Right. And Baba Kashal, go to bring out that precept by Ecclesiastes 3 in verse 17, man. And that's why, and because if we don't come out here and do what the Most High commanded us to do, man, hey, blood's gonna be on our hands.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we don't want the blood of our people on our hands, man. You know what I'm saying? I pray, all Israel could have make it.
Right.
But hey, the Most High gonna do what He do.
Right.
And He don't want everybody.
Right.
He wants He want the elect and the 1/3. You know what I mean? And that's where the Most High don't change.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Say He's gonna be like that. Bring that up, brother.
What is skill 3 King?
3 and verse 17.
Come on, let's look at Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse number 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
What?
I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
And a watchman, what do watchmen do? He watch over the city, man. He watch over the city while you sleeping, man. He watching out for danger.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He watching out if there's other the enemies gonna come to invade.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that, right? You watching, like brothers always watch out for each other's soul, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's through the spirit, right? Because we're not gonna let you go off.
Right.
God knows what. You know what I mean? Read.
I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore therefore hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning from me when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die.
Thou shalt what?
Thou shalt surely die.
But they gonna live.
Thou shalt surely die.
Hey, the Lord say, thou shalt surely die, man. The Most High ain't gonna read nigga on that, man. Right? Read.
When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning,
Right.
nor speak to warn the wicked from his wicked way,
Right?
to save his life.
To what?
To save his life.
Why we teach the word?
To save his life.
Read.
the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity.
Hey, that wicked man gonna die in his iniquity, man. Keep going.
God, but his blood will I require at thine hand.
What the Lord gonna do?
His blood shall I require at thine hand.
Hey, man, you gonna get punished, man.
Right.
Because you had that chance was to wake that brother up, right? Because there's a lot of times, it's like brothers we stop at the gas station, man. But the most I put it on spirit, man. I saw the brother that was gassing up his car. Hey, man, the most I put it on my spirit, say, hey, ask the brother if he knew about his heritage, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And what happened? Yes, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the will of the Lord. But what if I ignore what the most I put in my spirit, man? And God forbid, and I could have saved that brother's life. And we could have saved that brother's life, man. He gonna require the blood from us, right? And you don't want that. We don't want that. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
To save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity.
Right.
His blood will I require at thine hand. Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity. But thou hast delivered thy soul.
But what?
But thou hast delivered thy soul.
And that's what we out here for, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what we out here for. That's why we could go to Romans 12 and verse 2. The Most High said, hey, make your body a living sacrifice, man. Right? Because brothers, we always say, we tell people, man, hey, brothers could be home on the Shabbat. Brothers could just congregate alone on the Shabbat, you know what I'm saying? Going through the word. Right? Because brothers have families and stuff like that. But the Most High ordained us to come out here and wake the Lord's sheep up. Because everything is, all people is so brainwashed due to this slavery, you know what I'm saying? And we have turned from the laws of the Most High, right? So now the Most High is calling back his children home, right? Read.
Romans chapter 12, verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice.
That what?
That ye present your bodies a living sacrifice.
Right, that you got to come out here and deal with the elements.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It don't matter how much the rain is falling. It don't matter how hot the sun is, how hot the day is, man. It don't matter how cold and it's snowing outside, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to be out here, right?
Yeah. I got a quick point, man. Guess if you're a watchman, don't matter, like you said, if it's 90 degrees out there.
It don't matter, man.
You got these guys that they have to protect the president.
Right.
The Secret Service. Right. What if it's 90 degrees outside and they leave posts, man? And these guys, they'll do things. They'll probably throw these guys in the military prison or jam them up, man.
Right.
Hey, it don't matter. You have to hold your post.
Right.
If you sit up there, you a security guard. Some of these guys are eating a damn Twix, man.
Right.
With their feet up, watching the big game. And you got people putting a circle on the screen, on the glass, sticking it, and then breaking in there like a damn cat, man.
Right.
And taking all the jewelry, and security guard just watching the World Series or the NBA Finals, man. He's not holding post, man.
Right.
And a lot of guys, they call out too, man. Security, I'm calling out. How you gonna call out you security?
Right.
Who's gonna watch?
Right.
It's only two of y'all. Can you cover my shift? Well, can you cover my shift? And you got a lot of brothers, can you cover my shift?
Right.
Where's it at in the scriptures, man?
And they're off doing wickedness and God knows what, man.
I ain't gonna be at camp. I needed to cover my shift today. Man, it don't work like that. Eventually, you get fired, man.
Right.
These top CEOs, they'll play around with this stuff, these security guards. If you watching jewelry, or you watching gold, or you watching these top money banks, keep calling out if you want to, man. They're gonna say, hey, you're not fit for the job, man. Because you don't make your body a living sacrifice.
Right.
But you got, I'm gonna make that point.
And that's what the Most High gonna say, man. He gonna sift you out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He gonna leave you over to the lust of your flesh. Hey, you wanna go chase all these women, man? You don't want to come to camp because you want to live. You talking to God knows who on social media.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want to come to camp because you want to sit home and smoke weed, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the Most High gonna sift you out, man. According to your flesh. You're not even gonna see it coming, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. I got you, Lord.
God, I can keep going on Romans 12.
God, keep going.
Romans 12 and 1 from the top. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice,
right,
holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service.
Which is your what?
Which is your reasonable service.
Hey, this is our reasonable service to do the work of the Lord, right? Hey, the brother's saying, hey, your wages, man. Wait, how is Shah gonna give you your wages? Your wages, the Most High, right? Right? But if you're not proof, let me get keep going, and then go to Galatians 6 and verse 4.
I got the precepts.
Right.
Verse 2. And be not conformed to this world.
And what?
And be not conformed to this world.
Hey, you gotta take your mind out of Babylon, man. Hey, all this glitter, hey, like they say, the grass ain't green on the other side, man. You know what I'm saying? The grass is green in the kingdom of heaven, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? On the spiritual, you know what I mean? Spiritual, you know what I mean? But, hey, Jake think that this place is gonna stay here forever, man. You know what I mean? They get fooled by the lights. You know what I mean? Their eyes go off for whoring, man. You know what I'm saying? Right. They're looking at, they want to own mansions, man. They want to own millions of dollars. They want to have millions of dollars. Just like the other day, man, I see so-called, what's his name, Birdman. He have a room, man. A room stacked with money. Yeah, the rapper, man. Yeah, he have a room stacked with, he said, and this brother is bragging about it, man. He's like, yo, all I do is walk on this. All I do is walk on this, man. And that's to show you, you know what I'm saying, these men that gain the world but will lose their soul. You know what I'm saying? It's more than that.
A quick point, like the Lord said, the wages of sin is death. You can't serve two masters.
Right.
Your master gonna put you to work.
Right.
Satan gonna put you to work, or Yahweh Bashmel Shah gonna put you to work.
Right.
And you're gonna get a reward either way before the sun go down.
That's right. That's right. Right.
Romans 12 and 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
By the what?
By the renewing of your mind.
The renewing of your mind, man. Right? And that goes back into baptism, man. Right? Because only these words gonna renew you.
Right.
Right? You're not, hey, you can't be saying you dip in water and then you a homosexual, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then you in the church, man. You know, being all flamboyant and all that, man. That's madness.
Right.
You know what I mean? Keep reading.
But be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High.
Right. And so like one more precept. Go to Ezekiel 9 and verse 4 about the Kashar. You know what I'm saying? Because that's basically, you know, we are here for our people, man. You know what I'm saying? And if you love your people, man, you're gonna be out here for them.
Right.
You're gonna do what you're supposed to do. You know what I mean?
Watchmen love their people.
Hey, of course.
Right?
Of course.
That's something that you willingly do.
Yeah.
And it's not an easy job.
Right.
You gotta be on your feet. You gotta deal with the sun. You
right.
gotta be out there in the rain. You out in the cold. You in the middle of the night. Wild beasts and owls and creatures out there.
Man, the fox outside with us.
The fox outside. Hey, and you can't be around your woman, man.
Right.
You can't be landed with your woman as a watchman, man.
Right, all day, man.
All day. Hey, a lot of these guys, they couldn't see their children, man. They working every night, man.
Right.
And things like that, man. So this is a hard work. You know, the ancient watchmen.
Hey, Khan, bring that out about the
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 9 and verse 4. And the Lord said unto me,
matter of fact, start a verse.
Also in my ears with a loud voice, saying, cause them that have charge over the city to draw near.
To what?
To draw near.
To draw near, man. And that's what we do when we come out of the highways and byways, man. We have our people draw near. Draw near to what? To the words of life, right? To know your heritage, know about your ancestors, man, your forefathers, your foremothers, man. Know about your Yahushua, man, all the work that he did, right? All the apostles, all the laboring that they did, man. Know that the people in the Bible is the same people like you, right? Read.
Even every man with his destroying weapon in his hand.
That dangerous.
And behold, 6 men came from the way of the higher gate, which lies toward the north.
Right.
And every man a slaughter weapon in his hand.
Right.
And one man among them was clothed with linen, with a writer's inkhorn.
With a what?
With a writer's inkhorn.
Read.
By his side. And they went in the and stood beside the brazen altar. And the glory of the Most High of Israel, the God of Israel, was gone up from the cherub, whereupon he was, to the threshold of the house. And he called to the man clothed in linen,
Right. Read.
which had the writer's inkhorn by his side. And the Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that are done in the midst thereof.
Right. And we the men that sigh and cry, man. Each and every day, man. Because the Most High tell you that in the last days, the wickedness gonna wax cold, man. It's gonna wax even worse. Right? Hey, Babylon is now they pushing homosexuality is a normal thing now, man. In Babylon, man. That's how wicked it gets, man. You know what I'm saying? And now it's time. That's why, brothers, we gotta be out here 10 toes down, man. You know what I'm saying? Because as the evil is gonna wax, the evil is gonna wax bold, man, in these last days, right? But the Lord gonna build up the righteous to wax even bolder, right? To wake up people up. Keep going. There's more of that.
Verse 5. And to the others he said in mine hearing, Go ye after him through the city, and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have pity. Slay utterly old and young.
Right. And those are the people who are wicked. Right?
Both maids and little children. And
No respect
women.
to persons.
Right. The Lord ain't gonna have no respect to no person, man. You know what I'm saying? If you wicked, he gonna punish you. He gonna deal with you accordingly. It don't matter your age. Right?
But come,
No, go after. I got precept after.
but come not near any man whom is the mark.
Who is the what?
Whom is the mark?
And that's going into the elect, man. Right? Read.
And began at my sanctuary. Then they began the ancient men which were before the house. And he said unto them, Defile the house and fill the courts with the slain.
Ooh, that's dangerous, man. You know what I mean? The Most High not playing, man. Right? You got something more?
Yeah, I got a quick precept. And to add to that, man, the Most High, and the reason he said go to the ancient men is because those are the leaders.
Right.
Those are the men that are set up to instruct Israel between, to show them right from wrong.
Right.
Godliness from ungodliness. So those who are going to get him the first are the watchmen.
Right.
Right? Hey, when they came and besieged the city, who do you think the watchmen were the last men that died? They were the first men out, man.
Right.
Because they're closest to the enemy. Go to Song of Solomon, Baba Kashar, chapter 5 and 7. Right? And they'll take down watchmen out with a bow and arrow.
Right.
Right? They'll kill them. You watch them war movies, man. They throw that big ladder on the wall.
Right.
Or they take that siege tower.
Running up
and
on
they
it,
running
man.
up
Right.
on it, man. You watch those war movies, Lord of the Rings and ancient war, Troy movies.
Right.
They show you how that ancient warfare took, man. And these guys are upon a war, they had to deal with the enemy first, man.
Right.
You know? And they had to blow that trumpet. Now, a lot of them, they would light that fire too. They'd be up in the mountain somewhere and they'll light a torch.
Yeah.
So the people from the other city, they could see it upon the mountain.
Right.
And they had watchmen.
Right.
And they could see that fire burning and know, hey, look, the enemy's coming.
Right.
Right? So they had different tactics that watchmen would do. Right? Bring that out, King.
We'll start at verse 6.
Come.
It's from the Song of Solomon, chapter 5, verse number 6. I opened to my beloved, but my beloved had withdrawn himself.
Yeah, speaking about, you know, when a man wants to connect to Yahweh B'Shem Shah, but the Lord will withdraw himself, man, from you. If you're not right, if you start going the hell off, you'll try to read these scriptures and the spirit ain't with you, man.
Right.
Your brothers know how I feel when you haven't prayed in a long time.
Right.
You haven't read in a long time. The presence of Yahweh by Yahweh Shai is no longer around you.
Right.
So this is an account of a man who is being essentially cut off from the spirit of truth. Right? Go on.
But my beloved withdrew himself and was gone.
No, 122.
My soul failed when he spake, and I sought him, but I could not find him.
See, a lot of people, you want to seek the Lord, you'll read all day. Right? But the Most High, he ain't with you, huh?
Right.
Read on.
I called him.
I did what?
I called him.
Like Saul. Didn't Saul seek the Most High?
Right.
But the Lord answered him not by visions or by prophets or by dreams.
Right.
So you can call the Lord and fast and pray, but the Lord ain't gonna give you no answer.
Right.
Read on.
But he gave me no answer.
See that? But he gave me no answer. Why? Because you're going off, man.
Right.
That's Proverbs 28:9. He that turneth through his ear from the law, even his prayer shall be an abomination.
Right.
John 9:31. Now we know that God heareth not sinners.
Right.
So why is it the Most High hearing this man? Because he's going off.
Right.
Right? There's some sin that he has. Right? Go on. And that's a horrible feeling.
Right.
Imagine the Most High not dealing with you, and you feel it.
Right.
Deep in your spirit.
Hey man, that's something to stress you out.
Like, yeah, you be stressed out, man. Hey, imagine, you know, a brother been cut before with the scripture. You might have went off and you. What that is? All right, kind of sluggy.
Back in the book of Song of Solomon, chapter 5, and verse number 7.
What is it, 30 minutes out?
The watchmen that
Like an hour, 2 minutes.
found me and they found me, they smoked me.
Want to read 7 again?
Song of Solomon 5 and 7. The watchmen that went about the city found me.
And we go about the city, right? Hey, brother, what's your nationality?
Right.
You might be in North Carolina. You might be somewhere around the world.
Right.
What's your nationality? See, the Lord put that in our spirit to teach like that. Because this is the only captivity where we have to ask those questions.
Right.
They didn't have to ask what's your nationality, right? In Rome. Or in Babylon.
Right.
Right? We knew that we were the Israelites.
Right.
This is the hellish captivity, but we don't even know who the hell we are.
Right. It's worse.
Right? It's worse, man.
Right.
So read on, King.
The watchmen about the city found me. They smoked me.
They what?
They smoked me.
That mean they smoked him. They cut him up, man. With the scriptures. The Lord said in Psalms chapter 141, let the righteous smite me. Right? Hosea 6 and 5 on down. I have hewn them by the words of my mouth.
Right.
Hebrews chapter 4 and 12 on down. For the word of God is quick and powerful,
right,
sharper than any two-edged sword.
Right.
Yahweh said in Revelation 19, he's going to judge them by the sword of his mouth.
Right.
Which is the judgments according to the law. Jeremiah 23 and 29 is not my word like a hammer or like a rock that breaks in pieces. Jeremiah 5 and 14 on down. The Lord said the word is like a fire.
Right.
Right? When you read Isaiah 49 and 2 on down, the Lord said he made my mouth like a sharp sword.
Right.
And in the polish of his shaft and quiver hath he hid me, paraphrasing. So we smite them, but we don't get carnal out there.
Right.
We're not Nehemiah out there, man. It'd be easy, man.
Because you know,
brother, you got him in for the word.
Right.
Then you see 10 men running after you, man.
Right.
Right. What about now? What about now? Right.
Right.
You stump the brother out. You damn tie his hands behind his back and make him hear the words of the Lord.
Right.
My brothers in love capped in, man. It'd be a big deal, man. Right, but read that one more time. The watchmen that went about the city found me. They smoked me.
They smoked me. They wounded me.
They cut you up, man.
The keepers of the walls took away my veil from me.
See, we're the keepers of the walls.
Right.
We represent the walls of the city. Right? And we're the watchmen upon the walls. So it's our job to take away the veil from our people. Which means what? Which goes back to the point of us taking away the darkness.
Right.
You can't see without a veil. Right? Even a bride, before she gets married, what does the husband do? He takes away that veil.
Right.
And that's spiritual too. Because he's taking her away from her old life or her customs or her culture, whatever she's from, and she's bound by the image of her husband.
Right.
So he has to lift that veil up so he can behold her glory, and she can now acknowledge whose spirit that she has to now move in.
Right.
So how can we be the bride with just the veil on?
Right.
You'll be in darkness.
Right.
Right. You have that veil on to the day that you are called to the wedding, or the day until your marriage vows are done.
Right.
So our people have darkness over their face. That's why they're into Christianity, religion, philosophies, politics, and we're veil snatchers.
Right.
Snatch that damn veil off your face. Now they can see. Right.
If you find my love, that ye tell him that
I am love. So we're the ones that have to tell the people where the love is.
Right.
That's what it is. See, a lot of our people, they're looking for love.
Right.
What's the saying? You're looking for love in all the wrong places. Where you
that's
married.
wrong.
He was stalking. He was stalking. What's her name? Lisa Ray.
Right.
He was stalking Lisa Ray, man. Right? She whoring out.
Right.
In the damn club. He tried to fall in love with her, stalking her to really get with her, man.
It's a show out. It's like trying to invest into the land in which the strip club is on, he ends up going inside there and falling in love with the stripper that's there. He ends up getting so caught up with her that he ends up making adultery on his own wife.
Wow. You see that? You see that?
Way out of town.
You see that? See that? So that happened in the world. That happened in churches, man. A lot of brothers, you looking for love in all the wrong places, man. You in the mosque looking for love.
Right. And it's a lot. And just to make a point, man, just as now we mentioned the mosque, man, look what happened the other day in Philly, man.
That's right. Shot him up, man.
Hey, the Most High ain't playing, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Most High is exposing these idols, man. You know what I'm saying? That you Jakes want to worship, right? You want to take on a religion that's not yours, man.
Right.
Right? The Most High gonna punish you, man. And he punishing you by showing in these last days all the atrocities that he gonna put rain down on these religions, man.
Right.
Right?
And that was the last day of Ramadan.
Right.
Lord, let you be hungry just to die. Let you starve yourself out. You might as well have ate, man.
Right.
If you knew you was gonna go out like that, you might as well have ate them damn pork, man. Right?
So, hey, Salakia, one more point.
Come.
There's another brother that said also that he had bought some food for his mother, man, and they stole it from out the mosque.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, they stole it.
So that's off. Where's it at in the scriptures, man? Right? When did the priests, because you know the Muslims can eat pork,
Right.
deep in their Quran.
Right.
Where's it at in the scripture where you can steal the showbread? Right? And steal the menorah, man.
Right.
Only the Romans and the so-called white men would do stuff like that.
Right.
Antiochus and things like that.
Right.
But read that again in verse 8, Song of Solomon 5 and 8. So Jake, stop looking for love and all what they call pros. All of the pros at, man. Like they showed this clip in Seattle of all these trying to fall in love with these women,
I
man.
got a road in LA called Figueroa.
Wow.
Figueroa is like a strip. It's all.
And you
looking for all things, man.
Jake, you taking these women on a date, man.
Yep.
You know, you pick them up and, you know, you try to take them out to eat and why are you doing this? Because she used to quick money.
Right.
You try to take her out to eat.
Right.
You try to take her out to, you know, wine and dine and, hey, brother, that's not the place to look for love, man.
Con. And just to make a point, hey, that's why they have the saying in the world where they say you can't turn a pro into a housewife.
That's right.
Hey, the Bible tells you not to lay with harlots.
And the Lord said, be aware of her mouth and drop it as a honeycomb. Right? Her lips are smoother than oil.
Right.
So that's how these philosophies, they're liking it to women that entice men and seduce men. Right? So read that King Baba Kishar, Song of Solomon 5 and 8.
Back in the book of Song of Solomon, chapter 5, verse number 8. I charge, O daughters of Jerusalem, if you find...
And no dealing with prostitutes, man.
Right.
Right? Or what? At all. Right? You got brothers saying, okay, well, no, man.
Hey, Salakia, as you speak on that, there was a song, I think it's a song from back in the day when they would say, saying it doesn't matter if she's a prostitute, he's okay with that.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? He's okay with making her a wife.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That's to show you, like, you know, Jake go to the, like brother said, man, Jake go to these strip clubs looking for a wife out of these fast cash pros, man.
Fast cash.
You know what I'm saying?
Cash cows.
You know, cash cows, man. Hey, the Lord said, to paraphrase, man, a prosa is a deep dish.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? A deep dish. Well, a deep ditch.
Deep
which
ditch.
is a deep ditch.
Right. Deep
When
ditch.
you fell in a ditch.
Not a deep dish.
Not a deep dish, Salakia. You fell, hey, you know Jake.
Yeah,
you know
Jake.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But a
yeah.
deep ditch, man. You know what I'm saying? You fell in these ditch, man. You could break a leg, break an arm.
Yeah, you starved in a deep ditch.
You stuck, you trapped, you can't even get pulled out.
Hey, Joseph barely made out of that. Hey, his brothers threw him in a deep ditch.
Right.
They had no water in there.
Right.
A deep ditch could also be a grave because you're going 6 feet under.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's you stuck there. You know what I'm saying? You didn't really get caught up in it. Right?
That's all right.
And Joseph being in that deep ditch, he was brought up to be sold into slavery.
That's right.
That's like these Arabs bringing you up to bring you into Islam.
Right.
And these Edomites bringing you up to bring you into Christianity.
Right.
That's why you're in slavery and bondage under these demons.
Right, exactly.
That's why Yahweh shall say, you should know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Huh?
Right. And that's why, you know what I'm saying, that goes back to Joel chapter 3, man. And how these same people, right, sold us off
That's
to
right.
the so-called white men. Right. So this, so this been happening. The Most High said in Ecclesiastes 1:9, paraphrasing roughly, that is not new under the sun. These things have been going on for ages, man. You know what I'm saying? But people were so caught up in Babylon, they think they wanna freak off. You know what I'm saying? And appease the lust of the flesh. They don't even care about who they are. They don't care about their heritage, man. They wanted to take on the like last night, man. That guy, man. He loved his oppressor, man, and he want to take on he loves his oppressor's heritage because he said the oppressor built the building for him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He can't even get in that building.
Can't even get in that building
after hours,
right? And look how he got embarrassed, man.
Right.
Hey, so-called, he said he loved the so-called white man, or so-called white man to give him a hug, and he didn't even get it.
Right, that's right.
Hey, he got embarrassed in front of his own people.
Hey, he's looking for love in all the wrong places.
There you go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
He's looking for everybody looking for love in all the wrong places,
man.
Right. So read that one more time.
Son of Solomon, chapter 5, verse number 8. I charge you, O daughters of Jerusalem, if you find my beloved, that ye tell him that I am sick of love.
Read on.
What is thy beloved more than another beloved? O thou fairest among women. What is thy beloved more than another beloved? That thou dost so charge us.
Yeah, because you got people that don't like to compare the truth and say, well, what makes this the truth? What is thy beloved more than another beloved?
Right.
Right? How is Yahweh Shah? What's the difference between the Quran and the Bible? People ask you, are y'all Islam? Are y'all Muslim? Yeah, what's the difference between this and Christianity? What's the difference? You know what I mean? We're all serving the same God. We all want peace on the earth. So you got people that ask that, right? What is thy beloved more than another beloved that thou chargest so? Right? So you have people that will charge you, or we charge the people to get right.
Right.
And they get mad and they'll say, well, why do I have to do this? How come I can't be into Islam? How come I can't go to church? Like the woman said yesterday, we said about pants. I'm gonna wear pants. Right? I ain't putting no dress on. Yeah, she said I ain't there you go. She said I ain't wearing the damn dress. So these Israelites, they like to liken Yahweh Shemel Shai unto every other doctrine and philosophy on the earth. Because they don't want to keep the law.
Right.
So now the Most High is about to boast up Yahweh Shai and show you how much more precious he is than these other doctrines and philosophies.
Right.
So read on in the next verse.
Verse number 10. My beloved is white and ruddy.
No, he's like all these other philosophies.
My beloved is white and ruddy.
So since you want to ask, here's the answer. Right? Hey, Yahweh Shai is white and ruddy. What does white mean? Pure. Right. Ruddy doesn't mean looking like an Edomite. Right. You got ruddy brown animals. Right. Ruddy means like polished or like youthful or vibrant. You understand? Radiant. Those are good words. So these are and it's spiritual because Yahweh Shai is bright. Right. So it's speaking about his glory and about his honor and his purity. So Yahweh Shai is white and ruddy. Islam ain't white and ruddy. Right, at all. Buddhism ain't white and ruddy. At all. Hinduism, what are they doing in Hinduism? Worshiping a cat. Right. They got cities where they worship rats. Right. So these nations, their beloved ain't white and ruddy. Right, read on.
My beloved is white and ruddy, the chiefest among 10,000.
No, this is the worst philosophy of all time.
The chiefest among 10,000.
So this is the truth. Yeah. Chiefest amongst 10,000. Read on.
His head is as the most fine gold.
Right.
His locks are bushy.
What Edomite got bushy locks? Where's that at? His locks are bushy
and black as a raven.
So you don't have no brown hair. We ought to bring this up, huh? Right. But we go to hair white like wool, but still he has woolly hair. Right. Go on. That link up with Genesis 49. His teeth shall be white with milk. Right, read on.
Verse 13. His cheeks are as a bed of spices, as sweet flowers. His lips like lilies, dropping sweet smelling myrrh.
And what we're getting from the lips of Yahweh Shai is sweet smelling myrrh. So it's like a woman that praises her husband. Right. That's what it's going into. Right. That's what a lot of people don't get. Song of Solomon. Right. He said he kissed me, or the fruit of his fruit was to my taste. Right. What's that going into? Is that talking about? No, it's not talking about what you think it's talking about. Right. Yeah, just cut it out. It's a woman, which is Israel,
Right.
describing her Lord, her husband Yahushua.
Right.
Hey, a woman, she like things about a man.
Right.
Right? She may like the way he smelled. He liked the way he, she liked the way he talked to her.
Right.
You know, she may like the way that he walked, his hair. You know, women like this kind of stuff.
Right.
Right. So read on.
So like a lot of women in the world, they'll write poems about their man.
That's right.
They'll go and perform it with an open mic, and it's specifically talking about one man.
Right.
But she knows, and if that man's at attendance, he knows the type of relationship and the things she's working out.
Right.
And they might be mysteries unto everybody else.
Right.
But those are things that are really deep between each other.
Yeah, that's a good point. They show you that in the movie Love Jones.
Right.
Remember, you had Darius Love Hall, Brother to the Night, and he was up there on the open mic night, and he said, "I'm gonna call this a song about Nina," but he was talking about Nia Long.
Right.
And he was saying all of this wild stuff that I ain't really gonna go into, but it got kind of hot and heavy in there, man.
Right.
And even the other one was getting all riled up. Right, but it was really about, that's a good point, it's really about her, huh? Anita Baker got a lot of songs, Sade, and it's about a dude, huh?
Right.
You know? So that thing is real. So read on, King.
Verse 14. His hands are as gold rings set with the beryl.
Yeah, a woman don't want no guy with his nails painted.
Right.
He's all delicate. Oh, I can't touch that. You need me to fix that in the house? Well, I'll break a nail. Let him say he'll break a nail. And a real woman ain't dealing with that. Huh?
Yeah.
A woman look at a dude hands, man. He hard working. She look at the size of his hands, and if he's got hard working hands.
Right.
But if you got hands like these Negroes now, nail polish on, and they using that little, they keep their little hand sanitizer, right? They rub their hands. This is the soft lotion, right? And they rub their hands and a hand model, right? Ain't no real woman dealing with a damn hand model, huh? Where's that at in the scriptures?
Right.
The hand models. So she's describing his hands too. Read that in verse 14.
Come on, verse 14. His hands are as gold rings set with the beryl.
That look mighty. Gold rings set off the barrel.
Right.
Imagine having the barrel garment with a gold chain on it. That's fly right there. They don't really do that. Right, so go on.
His belly is as bright ivory overlaid with sapphire.
So she checking him out.
Right.
Hey, a woman, she might like a guy, he might work out a little bit. He getting in shape, man. A woman like that hard working man. He might come in from the field, he labored, he's sweating. Look at, she like, look, I'm not gonna quote it, but when you watch the movie Love and Basketball, right? Gabrielle Union in the movie, she said something off. I'm not gonna quote it, but she was speaking about Omar.
Right.
He was hooping. Right? If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. Right? But go on.
Verse 15. His legs are as pillars of marble.
Right?
Set upon sockets of fine gold.
They be checking men out, man.
Right.
Right? You may not know it because they're not as they don't catcall, man.
Right.
Like Jake. Hey yo, you in the hoodie. You in the blue. Yeah, you. Right? Eve don't do that, man.
Yeah.
Eve is subtle when they look at you.
Right.
Right? So, you know, this is what the Most High is going into.
God, and just to make a point, man. I remember one time, and to show you, if a woman check you out, you don't know, right? And if they see fault about you, man, they'll disrespect you.
Yeah, that's right. That's
You know what I'm saying? I had a while back, right? I was driving a customer. I remember I went before I picked her up, I went in the hood of my car, right? And my hands got like a little, you know what I'm saying? Grease and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you know, wipe my hands off and stuff, but my nail had some grease under it.
Right.
And I remember when I was taking the money from her, she said, your nails, you gotta cut your nails, your nails be
they be looking.
I'm like, I didn't, you know what? I'm like, I just came from under the hood of my car, and she was like, oh, I understand, but you know what I'm saying? But that's to show you that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? People is looking. People is watching.
Right.
These sisters is watching.
Right.
And it's all about how you carry yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And we're watching Yahushua.
And we're watching Yahushua.
Hey, we're watching these scriptures, man.
Right.
And we're looking at the precept over here. We're looking at the prophecy.
In admiration.
In admiration. We're looking at the law, man. Right? We're looking at the breakdowns, man. We're looking at the mysteries.
Right.
And And we're in love with Yahweh Basham Shai.
Right,
That's
right,
the bride,
right.
huh?
Right.
Yeah, a lot of women, they get discontent with their man.
Right.
You might be with them for a little while,
right.
10 years. You might have been in love.
Like
now you kind of just going through the other man.
But
they'll still be with you in the flesh.
So that his soul was vexed unto death.
Right.
That he told her all his heart. And said unto her, there have not come a razor upon mine head, for I have been a Nazarite unto the Most High from my mother's womb. If I be shaven, then my strength will go from me, and I shall become weak.
Deep, dark, abysmal look in their eyes.
Right. They countless.
They just zoned out.
Right.
It's man. They just wait for something to happen.
Right.
Right. They just waiting for Kyover. His brother's going up.
Like, what we gonna eat?
Yeah, what we gonna eat, man?
You know what I'm saying?
He always got to go to the bathroom, right? He got to go off and make a call. He's always looking for the end of cap, man. Can't get extended 30 minutes. He's mad,
right?
Because he's falling out of love with Yahweh Shai, man.
Right.
You got a point.
And when I first started coming out the camp, was this before, and it was a certain brother. I was watching. I seen his countenance, because you know when you watching a certain camp, you see him,
right?
And I was in this brother, and I seen his countenance, like he just wasn't there.
Right.
Physically he was there, but his mind, he wasn't. He was somewhere else.
Right.
By the time I came out, he was already gone. By the time I started coming out, he was already gone.
You talking about spiritually or physically?
Physically. Spiritually, he was gone when I was watching.
Right.
Physically, he was gone by the time I started coming out.
You see that? So read that one more time in Song of Solomon 5.
Khan and Salakia. The first one, it was Judges 16 and 15. That was the precept.
Khan.
It says, and she said unto him, how canst thou say, I love thee, when thine heart is not with me? Yeah, a lot of these women, they'll commit adultery. They're looking for the dude. By the time they fed up with you, like the Lord said, the adulteress, she'll hunt for the precious life. Look for a guy. They start plotting and planning, right? And this thing, they take it longer to get back. They got all these hobbies now, all these friends, and they become a whole new person, right? Because really, they got the spirit of another man on them.
Right.
That's why they start despising you. And it's not necessarily them, it's the spirit of that man that's contrary to you, right?
Right.
So he's beefing with you in the spirit, but it's being manifest through her. That's what Eve is doing with Jake now, man. She got Esau's spirit on her.
Right.
That's why she's beefing against Jake, man. But that's why Song of Solomon is so important, because it shows you how a woman is supposed to admire her husband. Right. Right, and speak well of her husband. And we're the bride. We're the woman clothed with the sun and the moon. Right. Right? That with 12 stars. Stars, right. Right upon her head, which are the 12 tribes of Israel. Right. And we're describing Yahweh Shai and the word of God in its perfection and its glory. And we ain't running away from Yahweh Shai. At all. Like the brother brought out the precept, Wall Street's top actors, and they'll stay there, man. Right. You know, I got me, what they call it, my meal ticket. Right. My golden, we found our golden ticket. Right. Hey, not a meal ticket, but meal ticket is insincere. Right. We sincerely found our way, man. Right. Which is Yahweh Shai. I mean, who else we gonna go to, man? Right.
Another point, that movie, that's A Family That Prays. You had that rich Edomite.
Oh my God.
You had that rich Edomite with his wife, and he was cheating on his wife. Right. Or commit adultery on his wife with another Eve that was married. Right. And she thinking, like you said, she thinking she got that meal ticket. Right. He got all this money. He gave her money, and this, that, and the third going on. But at the end of it, like when she found out that he was cheating, right. And I said, look, hey, you see the stuff that you got going on around you. She didn't leave that man. Right. She kind of laid some ground rules down, and she met up with Eve. And she told Eve, hey, it's over. Right. That's right. Hey, and he had children by her. And left all of them.
And who was the simplest man in that movie? The husband. He was about as simple as a box of rocks. Right. So read on. Try to finish these last two verses.
Back in the book of Song of Solomon, chapter 5 and verse 14.
So if you ever find yourself falling out of love, you need to get counsel. Right. They do that. Maybe look, we need marriage counsel. I know we're not seeing eye to eye, or whatever the case may be, but we got to work this out. You got to fight to stay in your marriage. Right. It's not easy. That's right. Yeah. And that's why this truth is a fight.
Right.
You gotta, because these spirits are looking to sift you out, man. And we're a weaker vessel. Yahushua is the stronger vessel.
Right.
That's why we're more subject to these demons and these sins. Yahushua is not subject to that. He's our head, man. Right? So bring that up.
Song of Solomon 5:15. His legs are marble set upon the sockets, set upon sockets of fine gold. His countenance is as Lebanon, excellent as the cedars. His mouth is most sweet. Yeah, he is altogether lovely. This is my beloved, and this is my friend, O daughters of Jerusalem.
So your husband should be your friend.
Right.
He should be your beloved. You got your woman tomorrow. I'm on the phone with my friend. What is this? Brother seen Brown Sugar. Brown Sugar, yeah, Most Def. And he was, no, that wasn't Most Def. Who was that? Tate Diggs. Yeah, Tate Diggs. I think he is sodomite. Tate Diggs, he was best friends with Sanaa Lathan, huh? But she was married to Boris Kojo.
Right.
And I think he had a woman. He had that tall Eve, right? But they best friends.
Right.
And let the woman have a best friend that's a dude, huh?
Yeah.
Right? Eric coming over.
Right.
I'm on the phone with Eric. And a lot of you Jakes, you accept that, huh?
I'm gonna hang out with him.
Yeah, me and Eric hanging out, man. Yeah, but brothers got it.
I want to bring this out in the book of Proverbs chapter 5, verse 3, right? It's a classic chapter. It says, Proverbs 5:3, for the lips of strange woman drop as a honeycomb. Her mouth is smoother than oil, right? You'll get, if your mind's not on the Lord, something is going to catch your attention.
Right.
You can't, you're going to have your mind somewhere else if you're not focused on the Lord. And that's going to entice you. And that's Satan trying to reel you in so that he can be that lion that's going to leap on that prey.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't get beguiled by that. You got to understand that there's certain things out here that are going to try to trap you. They're going to set a snare out there for you. And you're going to walk right into it thinking that, you're getting something better than what you already got, which is the Lord, right?
Right.
It says, verse 4, but her end is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. Because ain't nothing out here better than the Lord, man.
Right.
It's nothing out here that can give you that true love and that and just hold you like how the Lord holds us in his bosom.
Right.
You understand? Everything else here is going to screw over. You understand? I'm gonna keep going. Verse number 5, her feet down to death. That's that deep ditch, right? Her steps take hold on hell. You're gonna be held to that, right? Lest thou shouldest ponder the path of life. And you pondering the path of life, your mind's somewhere else, and you thinking, I'm gonna go do this now. I'm not really feeling coming up to camp anymore.
Right. I'm
not really feeling holding it down every Friday and Saturday. I want to do something else. You might see something that you might want to, you know what I'm saying? You can't, this is Shabbat, man. This is Shabbat right now.
Right.
Brothers should have in their mind to do the work right now and to continue to be in the love of the Lord right now, right? It says, lest thou shouldest ponder the path of life, her ways are movable, thou canst not know them. Hear now, therefore, O you children, and depart not from the words of my mouth, right? Remove thy way far from her, and come not nigh the door of her house. So you gotta, like, you know what I'm saying, mortify your members. You know what I'm saying? Continue to seek that light in your eye to keep it single. Serving two masters and all over the place, right? And hold on to the truth on Shabbat, and then throughout the week, and God knows where, right?
Right. Give me Sirach 25 and 16.
Let me finish this real quick.
Okay.
It says, lest thou give thine honor, no, I want verse number 9. Lest thou give thine honor unto others, and thy years to the cruel. So our honor is being in this truth and being in the Lord. That's Jeremiah 3, right? We are married to the Lord, right? If you, let me get that real quick. Just pull it up.
Come.
Right, Jeremiah 3 and verse number 1. They say, if a man put away his wife, where that wife, right? And shall go from him and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? Shall not the land be greatly polluted? You polluting your land. Now you are caught up in Christianity,
Right.
back thinking the Most High is gonna, or the Lord's gonna save everybody, you putting your mind back in the white Jesus, like you're going backwards.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or matter of fact, you added something more to it. You're trying to add more books in there. You're trying to get more knowledge, and that brings weariness to the mind. It's going to destroy your mind, man. So it says, but thou hast. You can't be out here all day or thinking about, you know what I'm saying, all types of things in this world, the drama that's going on to this world. You got to keep your mind on the Lord.
Right.
The clock's ticking, man. You got to keep your mind on the Lord, because else you find yourself going to the right hand or to the left hand, like in Isaiah 20 and Isaiah 30, I think, verse 21.
Yeah, 21 down, yep.
You going to the left hand, to the right hand, you need to be looking forward. This is the way, walk ye therein. Right? It says, and thou hast polluted the land with thy whoredoms and with thy wickedness. So, you know, you got to kind of watch out for what you putting your mind into. And at the end of the day, it's really to serve the Lord, because at the end of the day, everybody, we need to come unto our love, unto our beloved, right? Which is the Lord. So we being faithful to the Lord, we're supposed to be out here bringing more people into faithful to the Lord, because He's really the only true way.
Let me start at 25 and verse 16 of the show.
That's right.
Right? Because, you know, sometimes, you know, a woman doesn't necessarily have to be actually woman. When the scripture, it could be talking about, you know, these philosophies, man.
Definitely.
You know, you divert from Yahushua and you seek it into Islam, you seek it into Christianity, right? You seek it into Buddhism, you seek it into all these matter of wickedness, idolatry, man, and which is, that's a wicked woman. Right? A wicked woman going to divert you from the truth. Right?
So book of Sirach, chapter 25, verse 16. I had rather dwell with a lion and with a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman.
Right, like, hey man, that's a wicked woman is contentious, right?
Yeah.
You don't have no, you can't get no peace, man. You know what I'm saying? I know women that say, hey, they tell them brothers, man, hey, I need you, you got to get away from the camp, man, right? You gotta stop going out there later, man. You know what I'm saying? Just to what? Just to please the lust of her flesh, right? Read.
Verse 17. The wickedness of a woman changeth her face.
You what?
Changeth her face.
Face, man. Because it tells you, man, you look at a woman that's wicked, man. It's like you see demons coming out of her, man. You know what I'm saying? Resting on her, man. Right? Read.
And darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth, it shall sigh bitterly.
Hey man, he gonna be ashamed of what's going on. He gonna feel embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened when these women of the world, right? Or these whoredoms of the world, right? These whores of the world, you know what I'm saying? Harlots, right? They took you away from following Yahushua HaMashiach, right? From following the Most High, man, right? Got you in all kind of madness and folly, man. You know, got you doing God knows what, man. Have you freaking off? You know what I'm saying? Giving you a bad name, man. Right? Keep on.
Verse 18, it's like verse 19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman.
Is what?
Is but little to the wickedness of a woman.
Hey, that woman, man, she's so wicked, man. Is like she don't all wickedness. It seems like nothing to her, man, because of the wickedness of her. That she possessed, right? Read.
Quick point.
And to add to that, the wickedness of a woman overwhelms or compasses all the other wickedness, because you have an emotional attachment to that woman.
Right.
It's personal.
Right.
If somebody steal your car, it ain't personal.
Right.
It's wicked, but it ain't like, damn, you know, whatever. Or if somebody burn your house down. But a woman and a husband, y'all are one flesh.
Right.
Y'all have an intimate personal connection. So when she does something wicked to you, it's literally affecting your flesh, man.
Right.
And your spirit, and it'll put demons on you.
Right.
I just want to make that point.
Right.
It says, let the portion of a sinner fall upon her.
Let the what?
Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her.
And that's her lot. That's what's gonna happen to her, man. Right? She gonna get her just judgment from the Most High. Right? Read.
Verse 20. As the climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of the aged, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man.
So what?
To a quiet man.
That's that woman that always want to cuss. She always in your ears like this. She always in your ears chewing your ear off, man. She always want to nag, want to fuss. You know what I'm saying? You could never get peace. Like brother said, you could never get no peace, man. Right, you got you.
Quick point, yeah, that reminds me of Israel in the wilderness.
Right, murmuring.
A wife full of words.
Right.
We don't have any melons. We don't have any leeks. We don't have any garlic. We don't have any fish or cucumbers. Oh, Lord, can you bring water out the rock? Oh, we got to eat manna.
Right.
So, hey, we became a wife full of words.
Right.
How about Shmi Abashai, man? Right. And the Lord is not dealing with a wife full of words, man. Right. He's not dealing with Israel just, can we go into this philosophy? Can we go back into Egypt? Can we serve these gods? Can we do this? So,
right.
Again, when you read that too, you got to compare it to us as a people too.
Right.
As a bride to Yahweh Shai, and see if you're being that wicked woman being bound in marriage to your maker.
Right.
To make that point.
Right.
I had a point real quick.
Go ahead, kid.
And really, when you're reading it, it's like you've seen those videos or pictures of people in like the Sahara Desert, and they on them big sand dunes. You got that sand that's real slippery. So walking on that is difficult.
Yeah.
Now imagine trying to walk on that and you're 80-something-year-old. You know what I mean? You're an 80-something-year-old man with 80-something-year-old legs who's trying to walk up that hill.
They can kill you.
That can kill you.
The
Lord is comparing that to a woman that speaks a lot.
Right.
To a woman that's always nagging, complaining. You always got something to say. It's always something that you feel like you want to get off your chest, or you feel like this got to get done.
Right.
So I got to say what's on my mind.
Right.
I got to say what's on my mind. Can you let me express myself?
Right.
Doing all of that. The Lord said that's what it's like dealing with a woman that's full of words. Trying to walk up a sandy hill and you got old legs.
Yeah, that'll kill you, man, because you'll fall.
Right.
You'll fall. And it's sad to damn swallow you up, man.
Right.
And you'll be caught out there.
Right. Go to Proverbs 20, I'm looking on 21. Oh, you got a precept? Go ahead.
To go into the precept, in Sirach 25 and 21, the Lord says, stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure. So even when it comes down to these wicked doctrines and philosophies, you can't look at Christianity and be like, oh, I want to get into Christianity because they can eat what they want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're stumbling at what you perceive to be the beauty, but the whole time it's ugly as hell. Right? You can't stumble at the beauty or the desires of these things. People jump into these different religions or philosophies because they don't have no discipline.
Right.
And you just want to be an undisciplined man. You want to just follow the lust of your flesh. And the Lord's like, you can't do that. Right? And that's talking about these women. The next precept was Sirach chapter 9 and verse number 4. It was talking about how the woman's voice is like oil, right? Her words are smooth like oil, roughly paraphrased.
Right.
Sirach 9 and 4 says, use not much company of a woman that is a singer, lest thou be taken with her attempts. And like the brother was going into last week, you have those sirens, right? These apparitions or women or whatever that sit upon rocks and they sing to these men, these merchants that were out on sea.
Right.
And these men would hear the singing and they would love the sound of the voice so much that they would go inquire of it. And them inquiring of it would have them then run into rocks and shipwreck and getting holes in the ship and falling down. And so we got to be mindful of the things that we allow. So even brothers in this truth, they start bringing out these wicked doctrines or Paul's letters authoritative. And so you start listening to these things. You start darkening your eye, darkening your countenance.
Right.
Right? And now your mind is being taken away from the Lord because they're singing and this song sounds good to you, but the whole time that's not the song of the Lord. That's a wicked song.
Right.
And so I wanted to bring this up, going back to Judges chapter 16 and verse 20. Now this is after Samson told Delilah all of his heart. Judges 16 and 20, and she said, the Philistines come upon thee, Samson. And he awoke out of his sleep and said, I will go out other times before. And so when you're being beguiled by the, you think in your mind, you still got that pride, and you still think that you got the strength of the Lord with you. You still think you got the Holy Spirit. You still think the Lord is dealing with you.
Right.
So when these demons come at you, you like, I'm gonna go out like it before. I'm gonna do before. I'm gonna go pray, or I'm gonna go fast, and the Lord gonna deal with me. He gonna hear me. He says, I will go out as other times before and shake himself, and he wist not that the Lord was departed from him. He didn't know the Lord left him.
Right.
Why? Because he's listening to this woman. He allowed this woman to get him to utter all his heart.
Right.
He allowed this woman to beguile him and to soothsay him to the point where he was so relaxed that he just told her everything. You can't stumble upon a woman, or you can't stumble at the beauty of a woman. You can't listen to the songs and the voice of these women, because they'll beguile you. And yeah, that we're talking about actual women, but we're talking more so about the philosophies, the doctrines, and the spirit of these other religions, these other nations.
Right.
Right? But Khan, brothers got it.
Khan. Let me get Proverbs 21 and 9 about the show.
I got precept after.
Khan.
Proverbs 21, verse number 9.
Okay.
Proverbs 21.
No, why it had to be me that called up you? And that's the same thing, man. When you think that, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna divert from Yahushai and go seek these women that's brawling, which, you know what I'm saying, which is these doctrine out in the world, and you get caught up, right? The Most High not gonna make it pleasant for you, man. You know what I'm saying? She gonna become your what? You're trapped and snared, man, right? And then you gonna wonder why, hey, what was I thinking? You know what I'm saying? Why did I have to do this? Why did I divert from the Lord, man? Right? So this is what we, hey, and this is what we gotta come back to the Most High. So like to jump down to verse 19, and then, you know what I'm saying, like come on.
Verse 19. It is better to dwell in the wilderness than with a contentious and angry woman.
Hey man, every day, man. That's Eve for you, man. She's contentious. She's angry. All day, every day. She's never satisfied, man. Hey, you can't do enough. Hey, even the Most High created these sisters, and they want to go get BBLs, right? They want to do breast reduction, right? They want to do everything else except serving the Most High, man. It's like it's never enough. You could never do enough to please them. You gotta keep
and one more point to add to that, that's how these philosophies are. There's no end game to it, man.
Right.
There's no end game to Islam. There's no reward in that. There's no end game in Christianity. There's no kingdom with that stuff, man. So these guys, they'll be into this stuff forever. You go into the mosque every day. You damn praying to Allah. Then you gotta go to the damn, what's that? To the rock out there in Mecca, man.
Right.
Then you gotta come back. Then you gotta fast in Ramadan. And you never get nothing, man.
Right.
You're still under the curses. You still don't get everlasting life. You're still bound by the ways of the serpent and by the dragon. You're still bound up in the ghettos and the projects. So, like you said, dealing with these philosophies are very similar. That's what the Lord likens it like that.
Right.
To dealing with these women, man. Certain women can't be content, right? And certain philosophies, there's no satisfying them because there's no end game. No matter what you do and how much time you give yourself to it, there's no reward for you, and you're not going to get nothing out of it. And they get nothing out of it, and it's all vanity.
So like it says, it's better to be in the wilderness than to be with a contentious woman, paraphrasing. So with what you're getting with them philosophies, you're going to be really strung out when SHIT hit the fan.
Right.
When that time comes, you have nothing to look forward to other than hell and hardship.
Right.
So those times, if you don't go and get with the right thing, which is true, it's like if you don't get with the right thing, man, when that time comes, since like how the brother said, you ain't have no end game, it's going to be nothing really for you. You're not going to really get no reward or any comfort at all, right? You're just going to be stuck in darkness like how you was before, but even just worse off.
And I got a quick precept. I know we're about to be where we're supposed to be. Proverbs You got something to throw on?
I got one too.
Okay, all right.
We said about the brawling woman.
Right.
Yeah, it made me think about this on Mario. You got the damn little ghost with the damn boxing gloves, just trying to fight you in a big house.
Right.
And you got this brawling woman, you got this brawling just trying to fight you everywhere in this big house. It's better to be in a small house with a loving woman than a big house with a woman that just want to fight you every time she see you.
That's
just fist on, just running at you.
Right.
It's off.
Oh, hey, and Slakia just make a point. Hey, these women, they literally fight you for real.
No, there was one brother who was dealing with that camp. He said this woman had him in the corner, right? And he didn't know what to do. She was going to the body, right? So he tried to, do the Philly shell. So he put the Philly shell up, but she broke through the Philly shell,
right?
With a damn mean jab. She broke the shell and started going to the body. So he on the ropes, he on the edge of the wall, and then she speared him. Another brother said, him and his woman, they get into it, right? And then, after they tussle, one stands up on one end of the hallway, then the other one, they stand on the other end of the hallway.
Right.
And they stare at each other like wild bulls. Then they just charge each other head on.
That's
and they start getting into it, man. This is madness, right? I got a quick precept before I know we wind it down, right? Proverbs chapter 7 and verse 7. You bring it out, Baba Bashar. Proverbs 7 and 7.
Chapter 7 and verse 7. And beheld among the simple ones, I discern among the youths, a young man void of understanding, passing through the street.
He's a babe in this thing.
Right.
Void of understanding. Go on.
Passing through the street near her corner, and he went the way to her house in the twilight, in the evening, in the black and dark night.
What the hell are you doing outside in the black and dark night?
Right.
What the hell are you getting into, man?
Right.
You're not up to no good. And it's not even like 6 p.m. What is twilight?
Right.
Twilight is damn pitch black night.
That's it.
Right?
No praise.
That's all right. Right? Twilight is the pitch black dark night. So his mind ain't right. Right? Go on. The Lord said, wander not in the streets, man.
Yep.
That's Sirach the 9th chapter. Go on.
Verse 10. And behold, there met him a woman with an attire of an harlot.
Yeah, these doctrines are not modest, man.
See that?
Right there. Babylon the Great, this whore, she's not modest.
Right.
Right? She has the attire of a harlot. And when you have the attire of a harlot on, your nakedness is seen.
Right.
See the women out here, they got see-through clothes, see-through dress. You can see their whole undergarments, cleavage, body. That's the attire of a harlot. And your nakedness is your sins. Right? So you can see the sins manifest in the society.
Right.
Through the religion and the politics and the philosophies and the decrees. Right, read on. Oh, go ahead, King.
And it was an Eve on Facebook. She said she wanted to be around more godly people. And I told the sister, I said, sister, you gotta act godly. You should cover up more. The sister said, well, I do cover up what you're talking about. And I was like, well, your profile picture, you got your damn backside just facing the camera.
Right.
You got these little leggings on. She's like, well, I'm covered up. So just because you got cloth on it doesn't mean that it's modest and covered up.
Right.
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 So go on. So I think somebody correct me. They said twilight is around 6 p.m. Right? Maybe I'm thinking of dusk. If I'm not mistaken. Dusk or dawn, one of those, right? But the point is he's in the darkness.
Right.
Right, so read on.
And behold, there met him a woman with an attire of a harlot and subtle of heart.
So this is how this whore is.
Right.
Hey, these this is an old song back in the day. Back in the Tupac had a song. It's called what's it called? War Story. War Stories. We traded war stories back in the day, and this Eve was on a song, and that verse made me think about it. She said, "I'm checking your pockets while I kiss you." Paraphrasing. So that's subtle to the heart, man.
That's what. Yeah.
These women, they'll set you up.
Man, yeah.
They'll take you. She damn frisking your pockets, taking your wallet, while she damn going the hell off, man. They'll at one point they'll set you up. And a lot of these women, they'll put them something in your drink too.
Right.
It's not just these dudes, man.
Right.
They looking at these high profile men, these celebrities, these top upper echelon millionaires. And yeah, Cardi B, they'll put something in your damn drink, take you back to the hotel, act like somebody coming in to rob both of y'all.
Right.
But she know the dude that's robbing y'all, and then they leave and they got everything they need, man. So that's up to the heart. Esau do that. She-Shaw do that.
Right.
They'll rob you, get you drunk, strip your clothes off, and then plot and plan on you. You got it, King.
And some to a heart too. In the beginning, they're gonna make you think it's sweet.
Right.
They're gonna make you really get into it to where you're enjoying it. You ever heard like it's too good to be true.
Too good
right.
to be, yeah,
It's too good to be true.
Right.
So you kind of gotta watch that. You gotta watch these doctrines where it's okay to smoke weed. Right. And now you getting beguiled by that because you're doing what? You're fulfilling the lust of your heart. Right? Or you don't have to keep the laws anymore. Right. You're accepting. You're kind of accepting persons to kind of fulfill what you want to do, and that seems pleasurable to you in the end, but it's going to bite. It's going to bite you like the adder.
That's right.
Right.
Read on real quick, Brother Show.
Verse number 11. She is loud and stubborn.
Loud and stubborn.
Her feet abide.
See, wisdom is a secret. Wisdom is a secret.
Right.
Secrets are quiet.
Right.
Wisdom is meek and lowly.
Right.
And it dwells with the lowly.
Right.
Right. But when something's loud and stubborn, it attracts attention. When it's loud. Like the wide gate.
Right.
Everybody gravitates to something that's loud. Christianity is loud. Even when Jake, you might say, you kind of loud right now.
Right.
The brother might have something on. He got all orange on.
Right.
We all walking. The brother got all orange and yo, you kind of loud right now.
Yeah, you're the only one.
You loud. It don't mean the brother screaming.
Right.
It mean the brother he attracting attention, man. Right. So these philosophies, Babylon the Great, she's loud, man. That's why all of these nations come here, man. Right. They see her Christianity and her ways of life, and they gravitate to it. And she's stubborn.
Right.
She won't take no correction. She'll let you swear in on the Bible, man. Right. And then bound yourself.
Now is she without?
Now she's outside, like Esau's without. Cain was without.
Right.
Go on.
Now in the streets.
Right.
And lieth and wait at every corner.
Everywhere the hell you go, you turn on the TV, open up the damn newspaper. You in the radio. You on the phone. You in the school system. You go to a church. Wherever you go, it's sin. Right. Every corner. Read on. That's why the Lord says Satan goes up and down to and fro, turning every way to keep the man from the way of tree of life. So read on.
Verse 13. So she caught him.
See that?
And kissed him. And with an impudent face said unto him.
What does it mean you caught somebody? You were hunting for them.
Right.
You were hunting. You were plotting on them. So she was watching her move in a dark night and caught him and kissed him and said what?
Come, I have peace offerings with me.
Right.
She said, come in unto thee, I pray.
Right,
go on.
Verse 15. Therefore I forth to meet thee.
Right.
Diligently to seek thy face.
Diligently. They know your location. They know how many videos you watch. They know your sins. They know what like Judah's father tell you that when
Egypt, I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon.
Hey, Jake, your woman ain't doing that, man. You got them black sheets, man, with them damn stains on it.
Right.
You got that mattress with all them yellow stains and orange stains on it, brother. Right. This woman, she don't got that, man. She got that the thread count. Perfect thread count, thread count, silk sheets, not that itchy static shock sheets you got, man. You see the damn lightning bolts going on, man. She got the silk going on, it's laid out with the nice oil, man, soft pillowcases, and you getting that thing in carved work of linen. That's how these philosophies and religions are. Read on.
I have perfumed my bed with myrrh.
Hey, Jake, your woman ain't perfuming the bed, man. Right? Don't even put on deodorant, man. Your woman at the club right now. Talking about you Jakes in the world, man. This woman, she perfumed her bed. Why is she doing this to seduce you, man? Go on.
With myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Come.
I mean, really, myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon, they probably smell good, man. But the brother might start thinking that, damn. Myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Wonder what that cinnamon smell like.
She trying to get you.
I ain't never had cinnamon and myrrh and aloe. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. For real. Right. So go on.
Come. Let us take our fill of love until the morning.
What is she saying? I can go all night, man. Right. What brother? Hey, look, man. She said we could do this until the morning. It's around 6 p.m. now. We could do this to 6 a.m. Right? Go on.
Come, let us take our fill of love until the morning. Let us solace ourselves with love.
Right?
Yeah,
That's that cuddle, caking, pillow talk, seduction, wicked love making. Like that woman got that song, As We Slept the Night Away, man.
yeah.
And I'm not gonna sing the song, but you know the song.
Right.
She was like, As We Slept the Night Away. And it was about what? Lust.
Right.
That song was about adultery, man.
Adultery.
As we slept the night away. That's wickedness, man. Right? Me and Mrs. Jones, we got a thing going on.
Right.
Now, that's a smooth tune they got behind, but it's wickedness, man. Right? So go on, King.
Verse 19. For the good man is not at home.
The good man is Yahweh Shai. He's not on the earth, he's in the spirit world.
Right.
He is gone a long journey.
Right? Go on. 2 days. 2 days journey is a long time. 2,000 years. Go on.
He have taken a bag of money with him.
Right, those are the talents. Read.
And will come home at the day appointed.
The day appointed is by the Father.
Right.
With her, much fair speech caused him to yield.
Where we at? Proverbs 7 and what?
21.
Proverbs 7 and 21. With her much fair speech, she called him to yield. What is a yield sign for? For you to slow down.
Right.
You might have somewhere you got to go.
Right.
But you got that yield. You got to slow down.
You gotta slow down.
You can't be slowing down for these philosophies.
Right.
Let me kind of think about it. Let me just really meditate on that. You want me to have the book of Enoch and Jubilees? You told me that the luminaries and the six pockets of the sun and the angels, they ate men? Right, go on, King.
With her, much fair speech caused him to yield. With flattering lips, it's like with the flattering of her lips, she forced him.
Forced him with her lips. Ran, what they call, booked them, how we used to say back in the day. Bagged them up, man. Right, go on. Got him.
He goeth after her straightway.
Brother got bagged.
Oh,
no getting bagged by Christianity.
Right.
Getting booked, man. By she got that little black book.
Right.
Let me get your number. Right? They had this Eve going around. She put up at the drive-thru. This Jake was working at a drive-thru, and she started talking about. She said, "You got a woman?" He said, "Yeah." But he started giggling, man.
Right.
He turned into a damn little boy, man.
Right.
He was like 6'5". Yeah, I got a woman. Oh, you look all big and strong. He started damn blushing, man. Can I get your number? He was like, me? He was like, me?
Wow.
Yeah, you. You know, women start running game on him. She bagged this dude, man. He was married. He was like 6'5", a strong man.
Wow.
But he got caught up in that thing. Right, so read on.
He goeth after her straightway, as an ox going to the slaughter.
Like an ox, man. Right, go on.
It reads,
That's right.
as an ox goes to the slaughter, or as a fool to the correction of the stocks.
Right.
Till a dart strike through his liver.
So to the Most High destroy you, man. Where's your liver at and your back part?
Right.
So a lot of people, they get caught in the act of adultery, man. Get caught with your pants pulled down. Read on. And who's striking you through? The husband when he come home.
Right.
When you thought he wasn't going to come home. Right? You don't know when the Lord is going to return, man.
And
A lot of these dudes, they die unexpected. They got to hide in the closet. You seen an R. Kelly trapped in the closet? What was that? I pulled out the Beretta. Where's that, man? I pulled out the Beretta. What's this going on? These sheets, something inside my home. Baby, I'm about to have a fit. It's about to be some. That's off. Dude, right? Oh, that was. Okay, well, you see that?
Same spirit.
Oh, it's the same spirit, right?
Same spirit.
Right? So you got Jake doing that with these philosophies, man. You dealing with these religions and these ways of life, not knowing that Yahweh Shai is going to return at the time appointed and cut you asunder. Right? So read on.
Till a dart strike through his liver.
Right?
As a bird hasteth to the snare.
Right?
And knoweth not that it is for his life.
So that's all I had on that.
Wow.
Brothers got it.
You see that? Go to Psalm 55 verse 21, because this talking about the so-called white man, right? But hey, man, when you look at the wickedness of, it could be talking about a woman and a doctrine, right? You know what I'm saying? That their mouth is sweet as butter, like, and that's going into, you know, these women seducing, you know, all these religions seducing, these doctrines seducing Jake to go off, man.
Right.
And turn away from the Most High, right? So bring that up from Baba Kashak.
It's the book of Psalms 55, verse number 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
Was what?
Were smoother than
Hey,
butter.
smoother than butter, man. She gonna tell you what you want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Con. You know what I mean? So she started telling him what to hear. But read. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I you know, I hope all sheep got edified with this, man. And call me a Charlotte, man. You know what I'm saying?
You got the last precept?
Con, I gotta close.
Okay, Con.
Con. This is Matthew chapter 28 and verse number 18. It says, and Yahushua came and spake unto them, saying, all power is given unto me in heaven and in earth. Go ye therefore and teach all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Ghost. And lo, I am with you always, even unto the end of the world. Amen. So Yahushua has all of the power, and he is commanding his apostles, he's commanding his disciples to go out and to teach this word to his people. And so, you know, humbly speaking, that's what brothers are doing through the Spirit. And, you know, brothers that are in this truth, we got to make sure that we're getting built up through the Spirit so that we can go out and teach our people all of the things that we've learned about Yahushua, the laws, the commandments, the prophets, the epistles, everything that we learned. We got to go out and teach these people to repent. The kingdom is at hand.
Con.
26. It's like chapter 2 and verse number 9. Do thy diligence to come unto me short. It's like, let me read that again. 2 Timothy 2 and verse number 9. It's like 4 and verse number 9. Okay. Do thy diligence to come short unto me. So, and this is for brothers, you know what I'm saying, to not only come back into the Lord, but to do this work. You can't know you in the truth and be in a house cracking your toes and laying up, you know what I'm saying, and making you a sandwich all day, right? You got to come and do this work. You got to put your hands to the plow. You got to finish your course, man. And you got to do it shortly. Time is ticking, right? You got to, if you understand, you know what I'm saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand and how much good things Yahweh Bashim Yahushua have for us in these last days and what's to come, and you got to come shortly, man.
Right.
You don't know when that window is going to close or when that door is going to close like in the times of Noah.
Right.
You understand? Verse 10. I'm going to read verse 9 again. Do thy diligence to come shortly unto me, for demons have forsaken me, having loved this present world. So, you know, that's hard, man. And brothers is out here laboring the same way, you know what I'm saying, through the Spirit. The Apostle Paul was laboring, man. And he had brothers that, you know what I'm saying, forsook him, and they left and they went back into the world. That's what this account is. A brother just went back into the world. He got beguiled, you know what I'm saying, that we just went into in Proverbs 5, right? In Proverbs chapter 7, 9, so on and so forth, right? So in these last days, we have to do the work, and we have to not get beguiled by this world and let our light shine before men. With that, I say, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Brakatham, Shabbat Shalom, Kwame Yashala.
If you out in Greensboro, Raleigh, Fayetteville, Durham, North Carolina, South Carolina, Seattle, right, Oregon, wherever you at, come out and do the work. We're going to be in Greensboro. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Brakatham. We got the address and the flyer on Instagram. If you got any questions, reach out via email. Kwame Yashala.